I am ibxtoycat, as you can read above me if you have eyes. If you don't have eyes, it says ibxtoycat above me. And actually, I think that's kind of discriminatory to people who don't have eyes. No longer does it say that, because I for one, think that you should be able to watch your Toycat streams whether or not you have eyes. So today, I'm going to be preparing for 1.17. I call it 1.17, but it's one of those, I think, British-American differences. I say 1.0, or 1.0. Basically, there's a lot of different ways you can say various updates. The one that annoys me most is people who say 1.10 when it's like, no, it's 1.10. I know 1.10 would technically mean 1.1, but it's 1.17 coming out soon. That's definitely what I say. I definitely don't say 1.17. And I'm excited for this update. Have you heard of it? You should have heard of it. And so one of the things I wanted to do in that update is... Actually, there's a lot of things I wanted to do. And so I wanted to prepare a little bit for it. So something about updates being super soon. Now we know it's weeks away. In fact, probably very few weeks away. I know I had this fresh found excitement for it that I wanted to share in today's video. And so if you want to join along while I prepare for this update, you can. And in case you think, wow, Toycat, these streams, you tend to go a little bit too slow in them, I figured to make it go faster, I'd bring a speed 2 potion. So yeah, my long plan today. How are you doing, Toycat? Says Ethan Sudoku. I'm doing good, thank you for asking. I had a rejuvenating weekend. I went down a river in a nice thing, and I don't know why. I feel like that hit my relax place really well. I wasn't expecting it to. I was really cynical about it for a very long time. I thought that seems kind of dumb, doesn't it? And you know what? I was unlike most things I'm cynical about. I actually enjoyed it, and maybe the real lesson is not to be cynical, or maybe the lesson is be cynical about everything, because then sometimes you'll enjoy some things anyway, and it will be worthwhile. So. Step 1 is going to be, I'm going to mine some netherite. I need a netherite pickaxe. I was considering doing a whole stream where I just got 50 netherite pickaxes. Then I realized, you know what? No, we've got other things we need to prepare for. So I'm getting a netherite pickaxe. I'm going to max enchant it. And then I want to do some mining. I want a silk touch pickaxe to clarify. Silk touch and efficiency. I like the pair. I used to have a silk touch efficiency netherite pickaxe. I think I had to disenchant it to make all my items, though. Anyway, so we're going to the nether. And I'm going to be mining some netherite or some ancient debris, whatever it's called, whatever you want to call it. I should bring some shulker boxes with me. In fact, I will bring some shulker boxes with me. I say should when really I mean will. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the end, I think. We're also going to grab some blaze rods because, if they offer themselves to me, so what, Also, 1.17 is getting rid of strip mining. Says, is Ask Matthew Cross Show. No, this barrel definitely had things in it until not too recently. It's fine, it's empty. I'll just put the blaze rods in here. They're not going to be getting rid of it per se. They're going to be giving you more strict areas to do it in, effectively. And that doesn't affect netherite at all, I should clarify, or ancient debris is technically what you mine. You never mine netherite at all. That was a dumb decision. You never mine netherite, you just mine ancient debris. Silk touch is a much more useful enchantment than people give it credit for, in my opinion. I would argue it's the most overrated enchantment because it's so good, and everyone knows it's so good. I would say it's the most correctly rated enchantment. Everyone loves piercing on their crossbows because they're idiots. Everyone loves sharpness on their swords because they think they have more friends than they do. And I would argue those are incorrect assertions that people make. Also, yeah, I'm still gonna... I want to place this end stone here somewhere, sometime. Don't worry. That is an intention that I have. Why did I take so many end stone from random boxes? Whatever, I'm just gonna take the one shulker box today. And anyway, so we're running out of fireworks too. We can re-up on that while we're there. But so one of the things is they're gonna be making mining kind of different. Also, yes, I am doing good. I hope you're doing yes as well. I used to believe that there was such thing as doing no, and then I realized that's not the thing. Some people would say it's a rare enchantment. I hope you got the reference. Some people would say it's a rare enchantment. Some people would say that it's a medium rare enchantment, but that doesn't affect the fact that it's neither of those things. But yeah, no, I haven't streamed since like last Thursday. Honestly, this is one of those things where as a YouTuber, I'm just objectively doing something wrong, but I'm like, I kind of like it. I'm glad that I can keep doing it wrong. Thank you, internet, for allowing me to do streaming under the schedule of when I want to, rather than when I feel like I will lose a ton of money when I don't. You know, there's an interesting difference between those two phrases, and yet they are oh so similar. So, is it great on pickaxe for never gold? I think the big difference that comes with mining off this update is you want to get Silk Touch ores now. You don't want to mine any more ores. You don't want to smelt a single ore from now until the 1.17 update comes out. Any ore that you smelt between then and now, if it's a long-term world, obviously, if you need it to make like a set of iron armor or whatever, like, you know, do what you got to do. But if you don't need to smelt, put it off for as long as you can, because yeah, if you mine it with fortune, it's going to be much better. And so, pro tip. Also, I'm using many more fireworks than I thought I would. Honestly, you know, this is the problem of trying to get around the Nether. It's a very, very, very... you know, this is why I build these pathways, and then I just don't use the pathways because I prefer flying. It's a big problem. It's a huge problem, some would say. Like, this pathway just leads to nowhere, it looks like. I don't even know why. So, noted I have tons of ores I still haven't mined. It doesn't matter whether you mine them or not. It matters whether you smelt them or not. Because again, I guess you haven't mined. You know, you get me. Like you want to have them around so that you can smelt them later. This is so many skeletons. Jeez. Okay, we're just gonna go in there, just one by one. This is why Smite 5 is incredible. You find 5 skeletons. All that is 5 hits of your Smite 5 weapon. It would be double as many hits with sharpness. That's the level of difference that you get. It's honestly, I feel like one of the things that I enjoy doing that like I know other people don't is like the mathematics of why you're making terrible decisions. And that one to me is always the big one that people think about, like, oh, sharpness is almost as much damage as smite, but it works and everything. But the difference between doing 19 damage in Minecraft and doing 20, it's not 1 damage. It's, you know, it's 100% hitting. What happened to those videos? Also, first Toycat tax. Says Donovan Peoples Jones official. Hey, thank you very much for the Toycat tax. Oh, you want to know? Okay, you know, I'm gonna level with you entirely on this. Oh, I'm gonna give you the truth here, Mr. Cancerous. I felt like a lot of people would just be like, oh yeah, so what videos? I made some videos where I spoke about mine events being cancelled, and I said, yes, this is a very good idea. And you know, on a truth level, I kind of do stand what I said in those now and remove videos. But the quote, like again, I hate that on YouTube. I hate that on the internet. You have to be mindful of the quote machine that people are going to try and use against you. Like, rather than, you know, listening to my entire thoughts on that, people would clip out the 10 seconds where it's like, well, you know, this is ludicrously over the top given, you know, the situation with COVID right now. And, you know, in February, like, to clarify, if you're in favor of things opening up again right now, which most people are, right? Because at least in the US, like the number of like COVID stuff is much higher, right? But it's a less deal proportionally. So there was this phase where like in like February of 2020, where like COVID was dying down. The reason you can dive into and we could talk about all day, but because it was lowering, I was like, this is the worst. Canceling an event for this is just having an opportunity to cancel an event. And at the time, I honestly still do believe 9 times, you know, like maybe not 9 times out of 10, but like the justification and the logic behind it still is very bizarre. I like your cut, G, says Janet Collard. Thank you for saying you like my cut, G. G whiz. Also, I want to mine Netherite, but I'm a little bit... One sec, I'm just going to quickly check on a thing. I'm going to... So yeah, anyway, there's a video out there with some very poor quotes, and I just think... I hated that I had to, but I was like, right now especially... You know, this is a terrible thing, and I hate that. I want the world to be like, yeah, I said some things at the time I believe were true. Now I don't. That's personal growth. But still, every week someone's like, oh, one of the things that I know at some point I'm going to have to remove. I'm hoping I can withstand it for as long as I can. But in the original Let's Plays, I'm a 15-year-old. It might be 16. But I'm playing Minecraft for basically the first time in a while. And I call a cactus what is now referred to on the internet. You can't say it on online platforms, so I shan't say it. But it is called the R slur. And so I may have called a cactus the R slur. And you know what, that cactus... yeah, and the worst bit is it wasn't even like a fun thing. It was like, I just said it. But again, and everyone looks at that and they're like, oh, that's silly. Toycat used to just... Toycat used to swear for no good reason. He just used to throw in sentences midway through, you know? And it's like, oh yeah, first of all, at the time, super common. Second of all, I was a dumb 16-year-old. Even if I knew what I was doing, I probably would have done it. Let's level, right? Like, that's the annoying thing about so many things. Like, we always have to apologize for things, and it's like, well, that's good. We should show that we wouldn't want to do those things again now. But also, let's admit, everyone's a dumb teenager. Toycat called a cactus a rascal. Cancel him. Exactly. I called the cactus a rascal, and I'm forever remorseful for this great mistake that I've made. I've offended the cactus community, and I would like to give them time to heal in this moment of strife that I have accidentally induced upon them. I would like to use this time to be closer to my family. People always say that. It's my favorite thing. In the world that's happening behind the world we know, right? Like, whenever someone announces like I'm spending time with family, sometimes it's true, but most of the time it's like, oh yeah, it sounds really bad to say I can't do what I'm doing anymore, right? Like, I coincidentally have chosen the moment of the grand scandal to spend more time with my family. What a great human being I am. Hello, rascal crit cactuses. What's going on, my main rascal cactus man? How are you doing today? So it's super bright here in New York. I've got the most first world of problems, but because I'm in a room right now that has floor-to-ceiling windows. Even when you put the blinds down, you still see everything. And so I basically can't see anything right now, even with my brightness set to max. And so, someone told me about glare. The trick is to reduce what's behind me. So if I put up, I'm not going to think about it right now. I'm going to think about saying, hey, how's it going, Internet? Does 1.17 come out today, says Carlos Silva. 1.17 is a matter of weeks away now. We can't tell you how many weeks because there's like the pre-releases. And pre-releases can be, pre-releases have taken as long as 11 weeks before. Also, you know what's really good build? Discovering a ravine covered in packed ice. It's really cool. Is that I actually do like the idea of like kind of building my own biome, kind of. So like I know that's not quite what you're describing, but like build your own biome. Like the whole like frozen packed biome. I actually like that a lot. There's a fun idea. Thank you for the idea, Mr. Cancerous Attitude. You know what? You say you have a cancerous attitude, but I find most of the time it's actually very wholesome. Being wholesome is like one of those underrated things on the internet. Like, why do we have to make each other feel bad? Why can't we sometimes just try to make each other feel good? Rather than going online and finding someone's old tweets and hoping that you can get other people to be mad at them enough to try and ruin their career, why can't we find like old nice things that someone said? Like, oh yeah, there's this piece of advice Toycat gave in I only heard this quote recently from, I'm not even sure where I heard it. I think it was like an Ender Star recap of the Update Adventures. But it was like, oh yeah, so starting right this moment, I believe in ecology. There we go. That's like Toycat being converted to caring about the environment. So yeah, the pro tip that I heard, maybe incorrectly, is that if you get rid of gravel, you're gonna find ancient debris easier. And worst case, I end up with a ton of gravel. Actually, that's a pretty bad worst case. That is the worst of the worst cases, I would argue. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to start tunneling away. Oh, and also the gravel is the reason why I have such a nightmare walking along these things. Yeah, that's something else I have to consider. Let's just place this down. Let's never rack it up. And let's go. I'm never going to rack it up. Never going to let it down. Is that KMB's recap? Oh, I'm thinking of KMB. My bad. I mixed a video you made up with a video he made. Honestly, I'm impressed by how many people there are who make like toycats. You know, like Harrison's been populating the 4th channel with you know, the weird toycat recaps for a while now. But then like in addition, there's a ton of people doing stuff out there. It might be cool to like collect all of that. You know, collect all the toycat fan communities so we can put it in like one big place in one channel. Or maybe it's better that it exists everywhere. I don't know. I don't know what the best thing for that is. But like it's really interesting to have like a collection of things spring up around you, you know? Like it's I feel like for most of okay, let's put that gravel back, shall we? I feel like for most of the years I've been doing YouTube, you know, it's like, oh yeah, some people choose to watch. They accidentally get thrown the videos. But especially during like hard times, even seeing you here at the stream today, it feels good. What's your favorite dinosaur? As a kid, I loved dinosaurs. I was the weird dinosaur kid. You know, everyone knows the weird dinosaur kid. That was me. I was the weird dinosaur kid. So, yeah, I was a weird dinosaur kid when I was younger. And one of the... I used to... Again, this is probably telling because it's the exact same attitude I have in adulthood. But I used to hate kids that said they loved the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like, pick a more original dinosaur to love. You know, like, oh, did you watch one piece of media where you heard that he was a big dinosaur? Wow, I'm so impressed with your unique decisions. Good job there, buddy. No, I used to love the Triceratops. Like people would get me books about Triceratopses. They'd buy me little figurines. Why was I so into dinosaurs? I don't know. Honestly, it's one of those weird things. Like children just are into dinosaurs, right? It's a whole category of things. You being the weird dinosaur kid makes so much sense as Pygol. Right? I mean, it lines up. It almost feels like, you know, people find communities for things. Even if they don't love the thing, sometimes they love the community. I'm still kind of confused by this attitude, but it's pretty prevalent in a lot of online spaces. That you don't need to like a thing to be a part of the community for it. Oh, ancient debris, heck yes. I wish you could mine ancient debris, a fortune. Get some raw ancient debris nuggets. I'm just saying, would be cool. Would be real cool. Man, this takes a while to mine, even with a netherite pickaxe, huh? Oh, also, I don't know if I can pick it up. Anyway, so, is that really just one ancient debris? Okay, it's not. Thank you. Yeah, I thought you could only find one ancient debris if you're, like, up at the surface. I think it's always 2 to 3 down here? Maybe it's 1 to 3. Maybe I've just been very lucky the last few times. Okay, well, that's bedrock. I better stop mining. Put away my netherrack. And then start mining again. So we've got 2 ancient debris. I think I need 4 to make a netherite pickaxe, right? I'm pretty sure it's 4. We can go for 8 and then, like, have a spare netherite ingot because I inevitably will need something again. But we'll see what happens. So, this is the second time I asked that question because I wanted to hear about dinosaurs again, says the Blue Snake. Yeah, I loved dinosaurs as a kid. I got one of my favorite things. I remember this so strongly. I went to, like, a history museum somewhere and I bought a little purple plastic tub filled with little dinosaurs. Why did I love it? Like, what is the interest in that? I don't know. Also, one of my friends, I still remember which friend it is. Like, I got this gift once, and it was like, it was a little like, it was like excavate your own dinosaur, and it was like a big, I think, plaster block or something. And so you had to excavate it using these like excavation tools and find dinosaur bones. And so I'd spend like hours working on this thing, making basically no progress. And then like years later, I was like, I'm gonna brute force that. You know, like instead of spending hours, I just threw it out my window over and over again till the bones shattered out, and then I made a dinosaur. And I was like, huh, like that. That was one of those moments where I was like, oh, I kind of cheated on this thing. You know, I had all those years ago. I refused to cheat. I was like, no, I'm gonna use the tools they give me, these terrible little tiny pickaxes, and then I did it. Toycat, do you believe in utilitarianism? Says Ptolemy Watford Hayfield. The classic utilitarianism test is the reason that I say that is because it feels it. Oh no! Why? Why is it? What do you mean lag? What do you mean? I'm streaming. God damn. Give me a stream without internet issues, and I'll give you a happy cat. So, yeah, YouTube just had an error there. Apparently, some people stopped seeing the stream. You know what? I don't know what to say for that. Apparently, everyone had a crash. Like, YouTube doesn't even acknowledge that something went bad, but everyone in chat just said, so the stream broken? And apparently 20% of people lost the stream. You know, that sucks. That's fine, though. Anyway, so, is that? No, that's gold. So, anyway, what was I saying? I was saying, that was, like, the first moment where I realized, like, there's always, like, a cheating way out of anything. Not a cheating way, but there's a way out of everything that's fast sometimes. But, like, a lot of the times you'll feel worse for doing it. Like, you have to be very aware of what you're doing. And you can't expect the same results as if you go... You know, doing things the easy way won't give you the same results as doing things the hard way. Hey, more ancient debris. Heck yes. Please give me a second one. Because then I'll be mining because I want to, rather than mining because I have to. And that's a key difference to me. Hey, there we go. Heck yes. I'm completely new to the channel, says Monkey. Welcome to the channel, Monkey. Oh, Monk. It's called Cheesing Toy Cat. You know what? It is in fact called cheesing. Welcome to the channel, Monkey. I hope that you enjoy your first... Oh god, this is this is a big trench I've dug. Now I just want to keep the trench going just for the fun of it. Let's just have some fun of it, shall we? Let's just keep going all the way down to bedrock, just in case we find some more down there. We shouldn't. This is terrible mining strategy, but again, I like making weird things in the world, and if you do too. You know, if we find any ancient debris down here, we can just argue that it was all intentional, and that's exactly what we wanted to achieve. And if that's not what life is about, you tell me what it is. Sort of like dying in house fires, everybody experiencing lag aren't subscribed. You know, that's what it is. Why would you not be subscribed, internet? I'm gonna gaslight you now. I know that statistically, you know, 60% of you are subscribed. Have you heard that fun fact before a video recently? I bet you haven't. I bet no one tells you that you're not subscribed, statistically speaking. Honestly, that's one of those, like, clever things that, like, if you say it on the surface, if you were to tell someone about that, like, no one would believe that that was, like, a catchy thing that convinced people to subscribe. It's like, so what? But it's, I don't know, I think, I always keep note of that, because it's one of those things where people like when they realize that the world they think they know isn't the world they actually know. Like, or rather, people, they don't like it, but they find it interesting. They're like, huh, things aren't how I expected. Almost everyone assumes that people who watch the same YouTuber as them must be subscribed. But that YouTube analytics thing is like a reminder to the public, like, hey, most people aren't subscribed, even to YouTubers they like. If you like me and want to, you know, show your support, you know, like, or not even show your support, you want to just be counted in the numbers, then subscribe. Honestly, what it is, though, is like, YouTube needs to give more benefits to being subscribed. One of the cool ones is there's going to be subscriber-only chat on live streams as an option, if you've got to be 30 days. Also, did Bedrock spawn lower in Console Edition? I don't believe it did. Why do you ask? I think it spawned in the exact same place. I wonder what makes you question that. Okay, so we got ancient debris covered. Now we just got to run all the way back. I don't know how to even find where I was before, but we'll wing it. I'm sure we'll find some trace of all of this. This is why, like, a series of beacons or, like, torches, something around here would be useful to help me know what's going on. Because I'm just going to run this way until I find my way out. I'm back. Also, thank you, Dasher. Good to see you. How are you doing on this wonderful Tuesday morning? I guess it'd be like Tuesday evening for you, huh? I like American time. I like East Coast America time zone for all the things I want to do. The one exception... No, this isn't time zone related. I really want to... Okay, so... I've got a really dumb thing. Also, I'm back. Must see you enjoying yourself in Minecraft. Oh, I'm so dumb. One of the things about today's stream... I got a controller recently. So I've got an Elite controller. These are... By the way, don't look up the price of these. You might... Make a guess. I made Nicole do this, and she was like... She got a price that was very wrong. and she was like floored. Actually, no, I don't think I've told her how much they actually are. I don't think she'd like hearing the price of an Xbox Elite controller because they're very expensive, but it's such a nice thing. Anyway, so I just needed a controller. I already have 5 controllers at home, so I figured I'd like I figured I'd get something that's like not replicatable. I bought this. Thank you very much for your tips, internet. Did your tips buy it, or did your tips buy Lobster? And I bought this. Who knows for sure? All I know is I will spend any money given poorly. Just like, speaking of money given poorly, thank you very much, Les Ewald. Have you ever teleported to the Nether and there was no portal view to get back to the Everworld? I haven't, but I really like that as a concept. Like, I would love for a survival challenge to do that, you know? Like, one of my favorite things was starting in the Nether by teleporting to the Nether, then removing the portal. It was a lot of fun, you know? So yeah, thank you for the $5. It will go towards very silly controllers. I'd say $250 to $300 is a good bet. They're $150. I saw them in... So it was actually a whole nightmare to get my hands on one of these. I've been trying for like a week. Because I figured I need one now. I can't wait 3 days, plus as long as it takes me to work out how shipping things works. I have another weird apartment question for the internet. If you live in an apartment, please stick around so you can answer my American confusion. I'm mining out some air in my world, and the bedrock is at level 3, and that air was from console edition. We could easily test that, right? I would be surprised if that is true. Also, Toycat has yes. Thank you, David Solomana. You know, I'm glad to hear that you think I'm yes. I think I'm yes sometimes. Yeah, I've had the most social, like, 9 days in a row now. Like, I flew to Seattle, and then my assistant flew here, and then I went to rural New Jersey to visit a friend. You know, actually, you know, people say family friend to mean like a friend of the family. I have a family that is a friend. You know, the family is a collective hive mind that makes up a friend. And you might say, oh, I can't believe I've never finished this. Oh, no. I can't believe I've never finished this. Chat, tell me if I'm just like hyping myself up too much. But I really like this as like a little gateway. Like if it had a big bridge behind it linking up to there, that'd be cool, right? I want to work on that so bad. You know what? Mental note for that. We should store that somewhere. Toycat, do you greet with meat or no? I do not. I honestly, this is one of those things, right? Like, well, because of the pandemic, you see, I just cannot do it. I would really love to meet a bunch of strangers and tell them exactly my location. That definitely would not make me feel any amount of paranoid or scared. But the reason is the pandemic. See, I'm pulling a real Microsoft in February of 2020 right here. You know, if someone like... Okay, so here's a question, internet. You know how, can we all agree, first of all, I'm just going to ask, is playing the lottery a good idea? Yes or no? Just tell me in chat. We'll do a little poll. Also, meantime, I could be wrong, though. I don't like spreading this information. Yeah, I'd love to test that sometime. If anyone wants to test that for me, because I don't have access to console edition right now without going to my Switch, which is in the other room. You know, I'm saying the other room like it's so far. It really is like a... You know, whatever. It's, But yeah, is playing the lottery a good idea? No. Okay. So, if you win the lottery, right? This is the whole hindsight's 2020 thing, but like, do you think that retroactively it is a good idea to play the lottery now that you've won? You know? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Was it a smart idea for your friend, your very dumb friend just won the lottery? Was it a smart thing for them to play the lottery? Because they won, right? Even though on average the return is very bad, the return for them was good. So do you think it was smart for them to do so? That's a question I have. Because I sometimes think that we lose good idea, you know, because even though when you really disagree with an idea, you'd be like, yeah, well, of course it's dumb. But if you really agree with an idea, sometimes you stick with it even when the evidence says otherwise. Like, I don't know. There's a ton of very good ideas out there. A ton of very good ideas out there, I'm sure, that are underappreciated. It's a smart idea if you're poor, says Daniel A. Couldn't you argue that the lottery's a worse idea if you're poor? Because you're using even more as a percentage of your money on something that is a poor financial investment, right? I mean, if you're going from a mathematics level, honestly, I think the reason that the going to the lottery is always dumb, but dumb is not always a bad thing. Yeah, there's lots of dumb things that are very enjoyable. Like I eat cake for breakfast sometimes. Like that is only a bad decision, but I am enjoying it a ton anyway. There's like a 0001 to win the lottery. I think it might be more zeros even than what you suggested there. Yeah, don't gamble too much money if it's important for your well-being. The funny thing is, I don't know. I've had a lot of thoughts that I've been collecting forever about like, at a certain point, money stops functioning the same as it should, and that annoys me more than it should. Like, okay, I don't know why the Nevrak's not already in here, but let's put it in, and then we'll take it out on the other side of the world. After we put away our bones and our arrows and we go to sleep, that'll be nice. I've still got this Riptide Trident that I'm just... Oh no, it's a Loyalty Trident. That I'm just not using. Even when I go to the Nether, I forget I have it, which is a problem. Oh, I also have this pickaxe. You know, I need to get better at using the pickaxes that I have with me. So let's go to sleep. Playing the lottery isn't even gambling. It's like standing in one spot every day waiting to be struck by a meteor. See, that's so interesting. If Bill Gates buy tickets, it's a losing investment. If a poor person has a chance to win, it can change their life. Yeah, I see. Right, that's the interesting thing. I saw I saw a really interesting thing that was like, it was trying to describe, I forget what the article was even talking about. It was talking about like, oh yeah, this person has made this much money this year. I forget who it was. It was one of those trashy articles, you know, like also, can you recommend oh sorry, isn't that a Netherite pick in the chest in the Nether? Wait, was there a Netherite pickaxe in there? Wait, I'm gonna watch my own stream and find out. Okay, everyone, just bear with me for this. You're gonna look at my effects. I'm gonna go back to when I was in the Nether. Wait, Chantal, she's the world's favorite moderator. World's best, no, in fact, 2021's best moderator. That is a factual claim right there. Was there a Netherite pickaxe in there? When I was the poorest I've ever been, I'd buy scratch tickets as an act of desperation. Yeah, right, because there is an interesting logic as to why, because money stops meaning the same thing after a certain point, and that honestly is something that's always annoyed me. Like because I don't like the okay. Let me put it this way. Okay, we're gonna make a Netherite ingot. Yep, 100%. I really do think that like people's desire for money leading them to do other things. I think that is a wonderful system, but there hits a point, like I feel like very poor people very good at doing so, or at least slightly poor people. I think when you get too poor, something, and like, you know, wealthy people seem to be doing good at that game as well. But there's this like funny in between category where people have an amount of money, people stop knowing how much money they have and they just kind of guess. You know, like, oh yeah, I usually have enough money to do things, so I'm just not going to think about it. And that, why would it put that in the wrong slot? So we should make one of these, or should we make a pickaxe from scratch? Actually, can I get efficiency 5 on a... I guess, yeah, I need to take an efficiency 5 pickaxe from scratch, basically. I need to take this pickaxe, but, like, healed up. So I'll take this, and I'll unenchant one of these, I guess. Yeah, I'll unenchant this one. So if I disenchant this thing... Also, another example. Okay, wait, I'm checking... Chantal, oh, she says she's checking. Okay, we're good. Use a pre-enchanted pick. Yeah, I think it's smarter to do that, I guess. It doesn't feel smarter. It really depends. If you get £5 out of it and you can afford it, and... oh, sorry, can you recommend a structure I build my jungle? Build a jungle temple, but, like, upside down. And at bigger scale. Also, what did I just do? I don't know what I just did. I've got little paddles on the back of my controller I'm not familiar with. Okay, we want to keep this enchanted. We want to disenchant this. I think we want to disenchant this. I probably have some, like, plain pickaxes lying around otherwise. No, I don't. I've got an unbreaking one. Yeah, I'm gonna just fix this up. Oh, it probably can't be fixed up, actually. That's probably why I have this. You know, let's find out. Let's throw it on there and see. Can we... It's 33. Okay, so we just have to get enough levels to fix this, and we're good. And in that time, if I find that, it's good. On payday, I get 2 scratch cards. If I win £5 or more, I save it up. Oh, I have a weird scratch card thing too. I don't even know why. I just, like, yeah, I have the same, like, ooh, it can be any amount. Can I tell you the worst thing about me? This is one of those, like, sayings that I think people will genuinely hate you for. But most scratch cards have a limit of, like, 100,000, right? And that's, like, a lot of money, but it's not like, it's life-changing money. It's trajectory-changing money, even. Like, you can do... I feel like you can get rid of 100,000 very quickly if you think it's a lot of money. And if you don't think it's a lot of money, then it doesn't do a lot for you. Is that the most over-the-top, whatever word you want to use, thing I've said, chat? Or do you feel what I mean there? Like, and that's like your rare 1 in a million shot, you know? Where does the Wandering Trader get the 1.17 items, even though they're not in the world, says something Jack. Also, it's good to see you, Jake Loblox. How are you doing? You having a good Tuesday? You should be having a good Tuesday. It's a good Tuesday. Long boy gambles. So yeah, when you can't even buy a house for 100k in some parts of the world. You can't buy a house for 100k in most parts of the world. Where do you live that you can buy... Okay, chat. Do you live somewhere where a house, like a physical plot of land on which there is a place that you can, with enough rooms to actually survive in? If you live somewhere where a house is 100k, I am so envious of you. The only place, like, even like the cities in the UK where you can do that, you have to live so far outside of the city, and like, you live in a terrible neighborhood, and also the house is in a beat up state. Like, I've looked into trying to buy cheap houses in the UK, and every time I'm like, oh yeah, no, can't do that. No, Texas. Yeah, Texas is a good one. Texas is a good one. That's I think I mentioned before. I was looking into living in America. It was like Texas, Nevada, or Washington, basically. Every time I go to going to Washington, every time I look at Washington, I'm like, it is a fun state. But it do be expensive up there, unlike those other two. Anyway, look at my Neverite shovel getting healed up all the way here. Actually, do I have mending on this pickaxe yet? Oh, if I don't... Chat, when I make it a Neverite pickaxe, will it reset? If you get what I'm saying? Like, will I be able to put mending on it without it costing me too much? I checked Zillow. There are 5,000 houses under 100k in Mississippi. But then you have to live in Mississippi. I mean, like, is that... That's like... I mean, like... I feel like I'm being mean to Mississippi. I mean, it is objectively it's the state that gets the most in federal money for the... You know, I'm not going to be mean to Mississippi right now. Being mean to Mississippi is something I intend to do fully some other time. But it's... There's that, like, fun federal calculation about how much money in federal taxes are given to a state versus how much are taken back. And Mississippi's, like, deep on the bottom. Like, for every 73 cents they put in, they get $1 or something. Seattle's very expensive. Everywhere else is affordable. Yeah, but I like big cities. Like, that's why I love Nevada. Like, Las Vegas is a huge city. It's well connected. It's got a giant airport because everyone wants to fly into Las Vegas, so you can fly out to those places. But also, it's really cheap for some reason. I genuinely can't understand, besides it being a desert, maybe. If I was... You know, one of the things I want to do, like, I can't actually because I'm not the level of wealthy where this is even an option. I want to be the level of wealthy where you have multiple houses in multiple countries and, like, the residency rights to just move freely between them at will without having, like, huge tax issues or whatever. That's all I want in life, you know? be cool to just be like, I'm bored of I'm bored of being where I am. I'll just go to my other house in another country. That's and that's why 100,000. I guess 100,000 pounds is like most of a house in Vegas. Oh, here's a fun fact. In America, you have to pay taxes on lottery winnings, and I actually, it took me forever to work out why, because like everyone just says it and it's a fun fact. In the UK, when you win, like, what do you mean pay tax on that? The government's the one doing it. Why would they tax you on that? But if you actually want to know the reason why in America you pay taxes on lottery winnings, but you don't in the UK, partially, obviously, American taxes are a little bit more aggressive in some ways. But the bigger reason is the lotteries in America are done by the states. And if you earn income from the states, you have to pay federal taxes because they're different governments. You get me? Like, so there's an interesting thing. Now, it all makes sense now, huh? But, yeah, I'm going to sell a few eggs. I could also sell some melons, I guess. I mean, I'm here anyway. What else am I going to do? If you do, you didn't open it this stream. Okay, so it wasn't in there. So we do still have to do the level thing. What's the fastest way to get a ton of levels? I kind of just go back and forth between cows on this. I need to, like, put everything that has levels attached to it in this one area. So I can just, like, farm XP here. Because right now I just have, like, 4 villagers. I need to have more of them, but you know how getting more villagers is. I guess I could get one of these guys. Could be good enough to sell eggs to me. I could buy things off them, buy some bread. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm trying to buy golden carrots. I forgot about that. Let me... Do you have any golden carrots you'd like to sell? Listening melon? I think I need some of those. I'll take a few of those. Future video. Oh, we need a lot of emeralds if we're gonna be doing this. Maybe we shouldn't be. But yeah, let's go to sleep here as many times as we can, and then let's go. So let's grab melons first of all. Actually, melons. Where do I keep the melons? See, this is such a multi-part. Like, this is such an adventure. I'm just trying to get like 3 things done. But the beauty about Minecraft, you try to get one thing done, and then you're moving on to another task and another task. And it's beautiful, in my opinion. I love this guy talking about different things, trying to keep people happy. Very kind guy. Hey, thank you, San Pillai. I appreciate the nice words. You know, I'm going to level with you, though. I just enjoy doing this. I wish I could tell you. You know, one day I will be sick enough of streaming that I'll be like, ugh, I have to stream. It's the worst thing. But I really enjoy, like, talking about the things that we talk about. Like that lottery thing, you know? Like, I'm talking about my dreams and ambitions. If I get bored of what you're saying, unlike a real conversation. Also, if you get £5 a fun outfit and you can't afford it and don't expect to win, how's it any worse than spending £5 on the Toycat tax? You know, we should do... Okay, this is very illegal if I don't do this correctly. We should do some sort of lottery Toycat tax-based thing, where your generosity can give you a 1 in a million chance of winning something or other. Yeah, that's a thing we're gonna do. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I used to, when I was younger, I used to think, like, why does everyone always have to clarify this isn't a lottery, it's a sweepstakes? You know on TV, you'd always get like it'd always be like, oh yeah, if you want to win some big thing, then just tell us this one detail. What's the name of what is the name of the capital of the United Kingdom? Is it A, London, B, Mordor, or C, I don't know, goat curry? And you'll like answer that. And it's always like, why do they make you answer the question? And it's because sweepstake rules are different to lottery laws. And lottery laws are like very heavily regulated. They've been illegal for most of history. Fun fact. Like in the UK, it was 1992 that lotteries became legal again. Like that, they are basically a big scam. And so now what it is it's a big scam that has to be done for a good cause. Like the money always goes to schools or to some dumb charity thing, like the arts. Like they fund things that otherwise wouldn't be funded using them. And we all agree that, like, well, it's very bad for people, but they get something good and the government gets something they want. I rewatched the clip 7 times. There was definitely an Everett pickaxe in there. See, Doomy Games, I want to trust you, but also a lot of people would love me to go back and just be like, oh, the internet lied to me. And that's why I can't trust you. I want to trust you, but the internet, I've learned my lesson. with regards to that sort of thing. But yeah, I know it is an interesting thing to talk about for sure, and I could do so forever, but I shan't. Should we buy cake? Nah, we're not gonna buy cake. It'd be fun to buy cake though. So yeah, I need to at some point spend time working on this village, but that time is not now. So yeah, the cool thing about this stream is unlike a real conversation. It's like the most infinite. You know, people talk about how can I be introverted, but also do this. Oh, in fact, I think I spoke about that in a video that I haven't uploaded yet. That'll be coming soon. I forgot that I had it till just this second. Mine some quartz, so in future you can cover a biome in quartz. I do actually like that as an idea, Mr. Cancerous Attitude. Thank you very much for the tip, by the way. I do love the idea of covering a biome in quartz. I don't think I ever will, because quartz is super valuable. Like, I've got lots of other things I would probably want to do first. But I'll keep it around as an idea. Farming melon juice while drinking melons again. Farming melon juice while drinking melons. Let's do it. I'll get the smoothie maker out, and we'll farm the juice of melons somehow. So, we're going to throw down the Nevrac. Oh wait, honestly, we're probably just going to have to put it inside of our Nevrac chest. That's totally what we're going to have to do. I forget about the insanity that is my Nevrac collection sometimes. Yeah, I could mine some Nether quartz now. Oh, I need the experience. We might as well, right? I could see why we wouldn't. Okay, let's do it. Let's get some experience. Chat, do you want to see me mine some Nether quartz ore? Do you want to see the glory that is this? Because today you get to. So what we'll do is we'll like stack up super tall somewhere, like over. We'll do it in this little pen that at one point probably stored cows. Why did I have this pen? I haven't used it in so many years. Let's stack up, shall we? Heck yeah, mine that quartz. Oh yeah, look at all this quartz, chat. You want to see me mine it? You wanna see this? It's gonna be good. Yeah, let's go. It's a shame you can't fight the dragon to get XP. Honestly, once you fought the dragon once, the XP you get isn't that great anyway. Okay, should we mine it, chat? I don't know. I'm not sure. Should we mine it? Gonna need some compelling answers. You're gonna have to convince me. I'm playing hard to get. Health potions are melon juice with gold and Neverwort added. Oh, yeah, you know, health potions are melon juice, AG Civil Radio. That's a good idea for a video. Making a health potion in real life from the reeling, like, we get water, we get a Neverwort. I guess the closest thing would be like a beetroot, right? We brew it for 8 seconds. then we cover the melon juice in gold. Yeah, we take melon juice, beetroot, gold flecks or whatever, and then we make it. What do you reckon? Is that a fun... Do you think that's a fun goal, chat? We should set like a member goal for that. That way I can argue I'm not responsible. You know, it was the people who became members. Not me. Not me, sir. I was just following the people as well. I hope you're having a great day. Yes, mine it now. By the way, chat is in the bottom right, isn't there? I don't know if it's intentional or not. Yeah, I think chat's a good thing to have there for, It's a smart thing to have for speedrunning streams where I can't respond to it. Oh god, what did that just happen? Am I... Did you see that, chat? Like, I swear to god, I didn't move something. Right? I mean... Right? Am I... You know, it's fine. The title will probably be vomiting because chat made me. I do actually... I want to... I might wait. But I do want to have a fun member goal. Oh, soon. You know what? I'll just make a second tower next to the first tower. Happens all the time. Yeah, that was very concerning to me. I don't like that can just happen, apparently. And now we mine it. Oh, look at this, chat. Look at the beauty that is this. It's a little bit of a waste because the XP can't go onto my shovel, like I probably want it to. But otherwise, it's fine. Would you rather have a combat update or a parity update that makes all Minecraft versions completely equal? There's only really 2 Minecraft versions now, if you don't count, like, the weird ones. You should count the weird ones. So, honestly, I'm not a big fan of the combat update as an idea. Like, I want offhand slot parity, and that's, I guess, honestly, they both mean the same thing to me. I want a combat update just because I want to see that small portion of the community be upset, and then we can, you know, I don't know. There's always some upset in the combat community, and wouldn't it be fun if we just turbocharge that? This is definitely my very smart idea. Timestamp for pickaxe 46:25. Well, wait, that can't be correct. I haven't been streaming for 46 minutes. Where did my life go? Oh god, have we been streaming for 40 minutes? What happened? I was just hanging out. I was just playing Minecraft. Where did my day go? No, that's good. See, time flies when you're having fun, and I'm having fun today. I think there's an interesting thing about. Oh, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be such a. Look, this is such a scenic mining time too. I love it. And now we mine down. We get fortuned up. I feel like it's a waste of the fortune pickaxe almost, but whatever. We're doing it. Unpopular opinion: I like the combat of Java. Most of the Java community was upset by the combat update. Borscht is a health potion, confirmed. Making health potions, getting drunk from health potions in Minecraft, vomiting because my subscribers wanted me to, might be the best one here so far. Grow a mustache, says Mr. What are you doing? Oh, I can't grow facial hair. I know it's interesting because, wow, Toycat has so much hair usually. You know what's been great about having less hair? Something I've wanted to do forever. Like, if I don't wash my hair literally 20 minutes before not 20 minutes, I'm exaggerating. If I don't wash my hair the morning that I am streaming, like if I've done it the night before and I stream at 2 p.m. or something, there are so many people who are like, Toycat, have you not washed your hair in weeks? You know, like, I guess my hair gets, like, greasier faster than most people's. You know, honestly, even the term greasier makes me cringe. Like, that's not an accurate description of what's happening there, right? It's oilier, right? I guess oil and grease are used interchangeably, but there's a key difference. Honestly, grease is a dumb term by itself anyway. You know, I hate it. But if we can forgive my tangents. So I'm going to make some of these into big old blocks of quartz, I guess. Yep, 85. That seems like a logical amount to have. One of the things that you're meant to do to, like, reduce the oiliness of hair is not wash it, which is... Your weight loss doctor, my regular doctor, apparently set me up without asking, called, and left me a message for the third time. I think I'll keep ignoring them. They set me up without ask. Oh, so they set you up for a thing even though you didn't want to be, and you're upset because you feel like they shouldn't be, like, doing that. That sucks. I agree. Healthcare should be with the consent of those involved. That is my wacky radical opinion. Radical 2021 opinion, that is. Normal 2019 opinion. I am sorry to hear it. I hope you're... I think I don't know. I can't relate to the experience of having, like, again, I live in the UK where, like, the doctor experience. It's funny because I've spoken to so many people who share this. I was so sure that I just had a bad doctor for so long, but every single person I speak to in the UK is like, oh yeah. So I told my doctor that I'm having this intense thing. One I heard recently was like, yeah, it's been a multiple month-long period. And I'm like, oh yeah, but the doctor's just like, it'll go away. It's like, I'm not a gynecologist, an analogist, an anatomist, an anatomy. I can't say the word. An anatomologist, anatomologist. Do you want to watch Toycat tries to say words that aren't real for a few minutes? That's the word that broke me right there, it seems. Okay, so we need to get 3 more levels. I'm gonna go sleep in the village because it's raining, and then I'm gonna do some more trades using the eggs. I wish I had much quartz as Toycat. I'm building a church and I need so much RNG. Oh, but honestly, life pro tip: never build anything big with quartz. Like, if you want to build big, build with, you know, there's lots of great resources you can get in high volumes. You're not getting any large number of quartz. Also, sad face. It says Chantal. Oh, wait. Okay, let's see what it is. As a pick in the nether, you left the nether, then went back in. I didn't see you first enter. Text-to-speech is quiet. I think what it is... Okay, let's see if we can... I think I know how to fix quiet text-to-speech. We turn that one back on. There we go, yeah. Okay, so... Oh, have you been hearing the gameplay audio this whole time or not? Can you hear it again now, chat? Did I just fix a big problem? Man, there are so many basic things that are very slightly wrong with my streams. And I'm glad that we fixed them. Okay, so... Plan now is to grab... Okay, I'm going to put this away and this away. Then take some eggs and go back to the village. That's my plan. But yeah, yeah, we can hear it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Oopsie. It's because I had the stream set up to do the cool wiggle ref. And I guess... Oh, that was the last time I streamed. Oh, it was Friday, actually, I last streamed. It's only been 3 days. Look at me beating myself up over nothing. Can't believe you'd let me do that, chat. Can't believe you'd let me. So, we're gonna put our golden carrots away. It's a nice number of golden carrots. We're gonna grab a ton of eggs, because we can trade with those. And then we're gonna go back to the village and sleep there. Because every time you sleep in a village, daylight cycle thing. Whatever, you get the point. You know what I'm saying. And then once we've done some more trades, we'll come back. We'll finish up our netherite pickaxe. Then I can work on... I want to make a infinite lava machine somewhere near one of my 2 bases. Because if I make it too far away otherwise, it won't fuel up enough. And so my plan is to make it now. Or at least to get ready to make it now. So Kat, if you repair that pick, you won't be able to add mending, netherite or not. Also, don't forget, Big Nick's Sumo Burger, 71st in Columbus, on me. Don't tell anyone when you go. Best enjoying the USA. Oh, you know, honestly, Fusion Warrior, it was on my Google Maps.
If you repair that pick, you won't be able to add mending, netherite or no. Also, don't forget, Big Nick's Sumo Burger, 71st and Columbus, on me. Don't tell anyone when you go. Enjoy.
Don't tell anyone when you go. I shall not. It's been on my Google Maps thing forever. Like there's a pin there for some reason, and it's not my normal food pin. So I know I didn't put it on there for myself, and I was like, why have I got this place here? And now you have allowed me to work out. It was I did it midstream for you. So Big Nick's Sumo Burgers shall be added to the... I'm gonna go there at some point. Again, I have a big list of food places I want to go to in New York. I could tell you about all of them, but I'm sure that would bore people who don't live in New York. You know what? Do you want to hear about places you haven't heard of, don't intend to go to, and might not enjoy anyway, chat? Good news. This is the live stream for you. But no, more seriously. I'm totally gonna do that. No, so okay, now we go to sleep. I lost so many villagers. Like the progress here always makes me sad. I'm like, oh, there were a ton of villagers in here till a pillager got in and messed them all up. That's why safety first is an important rule. But now we trade the rest of the eggs, and then we find some villagers who trade melons for cheap still. Like this guy sells for 6. That's not actually very cheap. We'll sell them anyway. Whatever. I've got too many. And then we'll buy some more golden carrots because I like golden carrots. That is the life. Eggs, and then melons, and then buy the golden carrots. Easy stuff. That's not golden carrots. That's golden. That's not golden carrots either. And so then we can get the last level we need just from trading stuff. We can also get another few pickaxes. Might be smart to do. Oh, it's 4 emeralds now. You think I'm going to pay 4? You are sorely mistaken, sir. Okay. I guess he's my only level 5 villager. Man, he has a monopoly on that trade. If he really wants it. Do I have one of these guys who's ready to... I'm sure I do have a farmer in here that I've traded all the way up to max tier. And he's still doing glistening melons. He's also selling suspicious stew, which I'm not sure I need. I could buy some real cheap cookies, but I'm not sure I want that either. Truth be told. Okay, no more golden carrots. I will just put these away and buy them later. Honestly, I should farm villagers just so I can buy golden carrots on the cheap. Because like using gold, I know I could make a gold farm, but I don't want a gold farm. I And who are you to try and tell me I should have one anyway? And then we'll take this one plank that's lying around for some reason. Actually, no, I won't take that one plank. We'll take the paper from here. And then we'll go back and we'll use our cow farm to get the last level. Okay, so according to Fusion Warrior, we kind of have to start again on a pickaxe anyway. Oh, if we're starting again anyway, we should enchant the pickaxe first. So we'll enchant it till we get efficiency 4, then combine it with another efficiency 4 pickaxe. Wait, I think I might have one over here. I might have just the pickaxe lying around in this village. ibxtoycat, YouTube almost made me unsubscribe from you. You know what, those scoundrels, do they want you dead? Because it sounds like they do. Okay, one of these is efficiency 4. I don't know, it's probably in the top one, right? Okay, no efficiency 4. Efficiency 3? We got some 3s in here. I need efficiency 4. So I'll just take an efficiency 3, combine it with another efficiency 3, then combine that with an efficiency 4. Boom. That's very easy, not complicated. Can do that. Why not zombify them and cure them over and over to get the best trades? It's not like Minecraft is a game about morals. I think you'll find Minecraft is a game about morals. I only get my enchantments in an ethical way. Thank you very much. You can craft sus stew, just make the mushroom stew and add a dandelion. You know, when the stew is sus, am I right? Do you get it? I'm memeing on you, chat. This is what memes are. It's when you say the same unfunny things over and over till they become funny. Like, that actually is. And, I mean, you can't really make fun of it too much for that. Although like, you know, let's not deconstruct memes too much. We're here to prepare for 1.17. We're not here to deconstruct the meme world. Thank you for the laughing. Ha ha ha. I agree. Ha 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 ha. It's funny because I said the thing, right? You weren't laughing until you realized you should have been laughing. And now you're laughing. Ethical enchanting is free-range villages, says Daniel A. I like that. I like that. Okay, so we're going to enchant the pickaxe at level 30. And then if it doesn't work, we disenchant it. And we see what we get next. Okay, sounds good. So we throw the pickaxe in there. Silk Touch is what it's offering me. We need Silk Touch, but we can get that on our pickaxe. So we could just roll again till we... I could just do it regardless. No, I think it's a little reckless to do that. So, given that we've got this spare level anyway, we're going to enchant max and we're going to minimum enchant. We're just going to re-roll the dice. Efficiency 2. Then we immediately disenchant efficiency 2. Just like this. Efficiency 2 be gone. And then we're going to re-enchant. Okay, there we go. Throw that in there. And now we can get Unbreaking guaranteed. I mean, it's riskier. Fortune, I hate my life. And now we gotta just unenchant that. Because no one wants an Unbreaking Fortune 2 pickaxe. Let's level ourselves. Also, who TF is Mushroom Stew? Mushroom Stew is my good friend. Sounds... Again, I feel like I made this joke when it came out, but Suspicious Stew sounds like your uncle that you can't trust around the children. Seems like, you know... it's okay. I can look after... My children will look after themselves this weekend. It's fine. They don't need a baby. You know what? You're offering, and I'm very worried about your intentions, Suspicious Stew. You know what? This is a bad joke. Please do not listen to it. I wonder if we can take the if we can take this pickaxe, and then we can add mending to it, and then we could just take it up the next level and fix it that way, just to see if we can. Because I'm sure it's too expensive to repair. We can make it. Oh, that's efficiency 4. That is a no bueno. We're gonna put this back. Almost had an inefficient pickaxe there, chat. So we could take this one, Carla Faye Tucker, and we can rename it. Oh, that's not how we do this. So that's 33 levels. Jesus Christ. So we can, in theory, do that. And then we can mend it ourselves. It will take a long time, but we could do that. Or we can take this one, which isn't renamed already. Okay, let's try it. Let's throw it in there. 33, you know, okay, so adding mending to these is a cost prohibitive thing. So we're gonna go back to the Nether, And we're gonna try, oh my god, just got that, Uncle Stu. You know, I'm glad you enjoy my terrible references. You shouldn't enjoy them. You're a bad person for enjoying them. But that's okay. We're all bad people for enjoying everything we enjoy. That's what the internet taught me, and that's what I'm teaching you too. Yep, so... Man, honestly, at some point, these pickaxes just don't make sense to exist in their entirety, right? But we'll deal with that point at some point in the future. So we're going to go to the Nether, and we're going to go grab the Netherite pickaxe now. Yeah, that's probably the best idea. And then if it's like... If it's existing, and it's fully enchanted anyway, I guess we could just save this Netherite ingot for another time. Yeah, I guess we could. A second pick would have been nice if you don't want to use the easier option, says Doomy Gamers. Man, it's pretty intense, the work you go through sometimes. Okay, so yeah, I want to build a fun lava pool thing. Do you have any great suggestions for me, internet? Wait, actually, if you fill cauldrons with lava, so it has to be easily accessible with a bucket to make it easy. So we have to like, I think we have to make like a sugarcane style farm. Assuming that you can't like use a hopper or... Chat, is there redstone that can take lava out of a cauldron and put it in a bucket in a chest? Is that a piece of redstone that exists? Like, is there an automatic way to do it is what I'm asking. I guess it could be not redstone too, but I'm asking, can you do that via automatic methods? Or does it have to be done via the non-automatic methods? I'm going to take some packed ice, and I'm going to repair this as we go. Dispenser in a bucket. Dispenser in a hopper. So you can use a dispenser to... Can you use a dispenser too? Like, it doesn't sound like it's a real thing. I will trust you if you say that it is, internet. You've never lied to me about anything. Hopefully including... Okay, we're going to go on the left here. There are holes we have to patch up. We're going to get those as we go. Okay, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Yeah. Look at that. That was good, huh? That was real good. Love you, Dad. Oh, I get it. Now you want to grab it. Yes, you can. It can place liquids. We could try it out for ourselves. It's interesting. You know, it's fun when you see chat disagree about something, because it almost gives you the opportunity to just pick the answer you want to pick, right? I can keep believing what I want to believe, or I can change my mind. But it's also like, well, that's I don't wanna pick based on that. Like, you know what, chat? Tell me, no! Okay, it's fine, it survived. And then we'll just, kill you guys. I'm sorry about that. Oh, kill you guys. There we go. Here's my annual Toycat tax. Hey, thank you, Wanderer. The thing I always say, like, the thing that is true, I don't say it very often. Because of the YouTube ad thing, by tipping £5 once a year, even if someone else watched 500 videos this year, which, like, you know, I'd say that's like a very high-end scale, that still means that you've financially contributed 10 times more. And it's incredible to me that the scale works that way. But you know what, regardless of why or how it works the way it does, I appreciate you for the help, Wanderer. And also they need to add monkey to Minecraft. That's funny. You said the meme, and then you said add it to Minecraft. I get it. It's hilarious. I'm laughing. You can't hear that I'm laughing. This right now, my reaction is what happens when I say lol on the internet. Lol. Ha 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 ha. It's good, right? How's it compared to YouTube Premium viewers? I think if you're a YouTube Premium viewer, you're worth about double an ad watching viewer. Sometimes about triple. If you watch like the podcasty videos and stuff, you know, if you watch live streams as a YouTube Premium, it's like 3 or 4 times an ad watching viewer. But still, even like tipping like £2, let's say, every few months makes you worth like. Again, I'm not trying to like measure people's worth. I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing. But okay, so I'm worth triple, says Harrison Gray. Indeed, Harrison is a triple, and then also you're a member anyway, a Diamond Cat member, and then also obviously runs all the runs the 4th channel single-handedly, as well as been editing for the 1st channel. Oh, actually, speaking of editors, Chat, how do I find... I need to find an editor who, like, watches and knows both the things, like, my videos, but also, like, the things that I talk about. Do you know anyone? Are they any good? If so, send your samples to my email. You have to find my email. That's the first assignment. If you can't find the email, you can't be very good at the job. Okay, no neverite pickaxe. No neverite pickaxe. No neverite pickaxe. No neverite pickaxe. I wonder which chest... Wait, am I missing? Neverite pickaxe. Neverite pickaxe. Where do you be, Mr. Neverite pickaxe? Well, it's gone. So what we're gonna do... You don't have an email address in your description, so this counts as attitude. Yeah, exactly. That's the... There's the game. Go find it. And then show me something you can do. Tell me how much you charge for a video. And then be available to edit a few videos a week. Boom. Or as many videos as you want to be paid for, I guess. You can do as much or as little as you want, as long as it's more than 0 and less than 1 million. I mean, I guess you can want to do 1 million. You know, that honestly, ambition is good. I want you to want to do 1 million of something. So where do be the the silk pick is in the chest next to the empty barrel. Next to the one you disenchanted for items, or the one you used for the Bastion destruction. It's in the chest next to the empty barrel. What do you mean by that? What? How have I lost a pickaxe, and how does the internet know more about it than I do? These are all valid questions I should be asking. It's next to the Blackstone Pyramid. Oh, did I go all this way for nothing? Well, so I can make it worth my while. I'll mine some quartz blocks. There we go, look at this. I came here to mine the quartz, and I'm having a good time doing it too. Yeah, quartz is such a great way to get experience. I always like it's staggering how good of an experience method it is. But yeah, I have something internet. I have I like talking about this because like I'm a paranoid person. I wish I wasn't, but I am. It's one of the reasons I have to be so careful with my interaction with the internet. There are so many people the internet tries to like, you know, like they enjoy playing around people's mental illnesses, basically. And if you show someone weakness, they're gonna exploit it. You gotta be very careful about that sometimes. And so I see examples of this in other people, and the one I think is most interesting. Oh wow, we found some more ancient debris. Look, we came here for a reason, and that reason was good. See, you say we came this way for nothing, Doomy Games. But look at this, 2 ancient debris. I came all this way for the 2 ancient debris that I think you'll find I now have. Is there any more around here? There's no more around here. It's always worth checking in case you're dumb. But there's nothing more to be found here. Okay, so, and also we got most of the way to level 30. We can probably finish it up if we just grab these blocks over here. Yeah, look at that. Level 30 again. Ready to do a max level enchant. No problems whatsoever. Anyway, so, love that level 30 noise, by the way. Ding. Just seems good. Oh, there's a Toycat tax. Guess I should pay. Hey, thank you, Goggled Gecko, for paying the Toycat tax. The world's favorite tax that is entirely optional. Have you evaded the Toycat tax for years? I don't care. You know what? Do you want to continue to? That's fine. Do you like feeling good about supporting things? Feel free to pay for it. Boom. There is my bad sales pitch. One of the things I think is interesting is like spotting your own like personality flaws in other people. Honestly, I'm like the worst for doing this, and like it's one of those things that like makes me realize what I don't. You know, there are some parts of yourself you like finding other people, and there's some parts of yourself where when you see it in someone else, you're like, oh, I hate this in them, and it's probably much worse than me. I hate me so much. This is the weirdest thing, but like when I see myself in someone else, I'm like, oh god, I suck. You know, because we have a more favorable lens we view ourselves through than the lens we view other people through. And so, you know, sometimes seeing someone else do the things that we do is the best way to convince, at least for me, the best way to convince me to stop doing something. Which sucks. I wish that wasn't true, but it's how I think and how I live. Anyway, so one of the things I find so interesting is super hygienic people. Like, hygiene is important to clarify for medical-ish reasons, but everyone has it's one of the it's especially high-end neurotic people, but like it's just one of those like functions that everyone has to some extent inside of them, and there are some people that like go so seriously on it and don't even like know that they're being, again, like, so let me give you an example. I know that I'm being semi-irrational by not sharing I don't know, my exact address here in New York, because it's a temporary address, it's fine. But also I know there is a non-zero chance someone will choose to show up, and then there's a non-zero chance of those people that choose to show up, some of them are going to be crazy people with their mothers. Oh god, 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 oh god. You know, you always hear the horror stories. And, but like, at least you know, like, oh yeah, I'm protecting myself from this. But also it's partially just like, protecting your headspace. But people who are like, super into the hygiene game, you know, like, I can't eat until I've washed my hands. I can't, like, they don't even know about it. And one of the best examples of this. Also, thank you so much, OJC, for the £7.07 tip. I appreciate you so much, not only for tipping, but for using streamlabs.com/toycat, where of course YouTube doesn't take 30%. You know, Susan's not getting KFC tonight, based on your tip, and I am very, very glad for that. But no, so the skin must be very dry. You know, maybe. So one of the things that just I feel like sets this off in people is I found this bar of chocolate on the ground yesterday. It's apparently snapped. Like, I didn't realize. It snapped into Oh, this is weird. All of the individual little bits of chocolate are separate to each other already. Is that intentional or not? Anyway, so this is the world's finest chocolate. The brand itself doesn't matter. I just found it on the floor while I was waiting at a traffic light. A stoplight, I think you'd call it in America. I think you actually do call it a traffic light. You know, whatever. I was waiting at one of those. And I also found an Oreo. A packet of Oreos while I was waiting for a train once. It was at a subway station. And people have this, like, deep-seated, like, you can't trust food on the floor. Why? Because it's dirty. And it's like, I agree. If there was a raw chocolate bar on the floor, that would be a dirty... we found it, chat! Oh, this whole stream was for nothing. Turns out it was just lying around in the wrong chest. Well, that's useful to know. Now I'll take all these bows with me and I'll craft some extensions or something. You picked up a chocolate bar on the floor in New York City, Forest. See, right? Why would you? Also, David Salamano. Toycat has merch. Eat the chocolate. Wait. You bought Cat and one other merch. What merch did you buy? I'm so curious. By the way, if you go to the link in the description, did you know there's merch there? Did you know that buying a cat flavored shirt, yeah. If you buy the Christmas cat variety, more fortunate things are going to happen to you more often. Hey, thank you so much, David Salamana. Also, Toycat Axe Tuesday. Hope you're having a good day. I am having a good day. I mean, besides this witch, this literal witch in my house, I'm having a good day. Honestly, okay, one of the things that I haven't been able to do forever is climbing, and it's been like I don't know, I've been kind of putting it off being here in New York. Later today, I'm going to be climbing. There's this really cool place. Again, I'm not going to tell you about it because it's later today. But there's an amazing place that I learned about from a famous person. And you know what? Famous people have good recommendations. Probably. Like my recommendation that you can buy great shirts like David Salamano did. Did you just murder your roommate? I mean, she was being loud. What was I supposed to do? Just put up with it? No, I am not insane. Okay, so I've got myself a netherite pickaxe. This whole stream was actually for nothing. Because you know, that's something beautiful about that to me. So we did all of this work, and then apparently my netherite pickaxe it was just laying around in a chest. That's hilarious to me. I love that. Such is the nature of a Toycat stream, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna now grab some redstone. Gonna grab some cobblestone, and I'm gonna make some dispensers. So cobblestone goes over here. Cobble. Let's turn all these bows and nether quartz away. Obviously, we'll turn it into blocks first. Yeah, I have a lot of quartz lying around. I should do something with this quartz soon, huh? That'd be a good idea. Let's put the lapis away too. But in the meantime, we're gonna grab some bows, and we're gonna make some dispensers. Honestly, the best change they made, in my opinion, was making bows making damage bows work for this recipe. Very, very handy, because I have a lot of bows, and now I have a lot of dispensers. I hope, if I got the recipe correctly. Dropper or dispenser? We'll go for dispenser, and then we'll grab some more bows, and then we'll go for the same thing again. Ad infinitum. I guess we might need a ton of dispensers actually for this recipe. You can never too much netherite. Maybe some lodestones for some compasses pointing to places in your world for the marketplace. Yeah, that's a not terrible idea. I agree. That's a not terrible idea. Will I do it though? Different question. Different answer. I guess we got all the bows out here. I think I have a barrel or a. I keep bows in some additional place because my storage system is very terrible. Okay, no, these are the last two. So now we grab both of these, and I've got 11 more dispensers in my world. How very delightful that is. Then we can put the redstone back. Now we can finally drink. Oh, chat. Okay, so chat. Where did I get this health potion from? Did the witch give it to me? I mean, like, she didn't give it to me. She was drinking it, and I killed her, and then she died. I mean, sorry. She was just there. It was self-defense, officer. It was self-defense. Why did I kill her? I mean, if I didn't, she was coming. Everyone, you saw me. She was coming right at me with a knife, right? We all saw that, right? We're on the same page. Okay, so not sharing your address, even a temporary one, is not paranoid. It is
not sharing your address, even a temporary one, is not paranoid. It is prudent. It only takes one crazy person, and your life becomes misery. I mean, maybe you could have a P.O. box and share that. Even if I was making a P.O. box, I'd have to make it like in another country. It'd be like a whole thing. Okay, honestly, okay, so here's the thing. I want to respond to this in two parts because it was what I was saying. So, okay, we need to find a place of soul sand. Where do I keep the soul sand in my world? Okay, so first of all, it's crazy. I hope that everyone realizes, like, because sometimes if you think of yourself as being super not powerful, okay, let me find the right words for this. It's very easy to sometimes assume you're basically powerless to the world around you, but it's very easy to accidentally make someone's life a misery. And it's like, honestly, it's even easier to do on purpose. Like, the number of stories I've heard of people who have been like, oh yeah, so there was this one guy, and I didn't do the best of jobs of rejecting him, but like I kind of made it clear to me, but then I left some form of opening, and so he felt, you know, like that's like, oh, that's terrifying. You know, you hear about people who like just, again, get obsessed with people all the time. Like the concept of a stalker isn't unique to online celebrity people things, or influencers, as you might like to call it. It's like, no, that happens to people all the time. All it takes is someone being obsessed with you. Let's be honest, not you. You know what, you right now, chat, I'm gonna neg you right now, chat. You're not gonna get a stalker. But like you're the person you like most in the world, you know, that lovely human being, they could get a stalker, right? It just takes someone being obsessed with them and being like, you know what? I sure would love to turn this obsession into and boom, now they're being followed around everywhere they go. And they're like, you know, trying to bump into them kind of awkwardly and like thinking it's a coincidence, but it's not. It's a whole thing, right? It just takes one person and then your life can be misery for a bit. Now imagine on the internet though, now imagine on the internet you have several people who could be like this. Honestly, there was one person, even just like they made it sound in advance like they were going to bump into me. Like, oh yeah, there's a good chance I'll bump into you. I happen to be in that same super large area as you that day. You know, like that they didn't live in, by the way. Yeah, like it probably happened. Like they
it was the weirdest thing to me. And I was like, oh god, this is beyond scare. That is the reason. Just that happening enough times made me realize, like, oh yeah, if I tweet things as they're happening, like if I share my location right now, there is a non-zero chance of someone like that being like, oh, I could coincidentally bump into them, ha ha ha. I was like, oh god, no, please no. Just, like, if you need to meet a toy cat in real life, the good news is conventions are coming back this year. I'll be very public about where I'll be for the sake of those conventions. You can bump into me there. It'll be great. But no, so the other thing is like, my actual paranoia thing would be like, I genuinely would not enjoy shit. I genuinely couldn't have a PO box because I'd be too paranoid of people mailing me anthrax. No one mails anyone anthrax anymore. But like, the fact that I would be giving people an option, I'd be giving people the doorway with which to do that. It's like, I can't do that to myself. It's like, you have to have some form of like self-preservation as a human. But like, my self-preservation is very wacky and protective of things that like aren't going to happen, but might, and me thinking about them might is too much. And so in the same way, sorry, there we go. Now we picked a good one. You can mail things to people that kill them. You can just mail dog poop to someone, make their life hell. There's lots of things that, again, the mail system, as the Unabomber will tell you, it's a system that's just ripe for bad things to happen to good, to at least okay people. Not all. Controversial opinion. Sometimes bad things happen to bad people, but so the oh, that's weird. So okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab all of our. Let me put the soul sand away. Then we're gonna grab some cauldrons if we have them, and some hoppers. Do we need hoppers? Wait, we need dripstone and we need some block to store our things. I'm gonna use glass, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna use a ton of glass. Maybe we could tint the glass red or something quirky. Yeah, red tinted glass seems fun. So we'll take I probably have more glass somewhere else in the world. We'll take a ton of glass, we'll smelt it up. We'll color it up, actually, to be red. Wait, chat, I'm gonna be making a lava pit thing. Should I make the glass red or orange? I'm kind of torn. Make your PO box in my city, and I'll keep all the good stuff. I already have one stalker, what's another? Ah, that's a good idea. I like that. We'll set up a PO box in Canada, and then everyone will know that it's not me, and like no one's gonna probably send anthrax. I'm not gonna even say the words. You say the words, and someone's like, haha, I'm a crazy human. I'm gonna do the thing just to prove it. So anyway, yeah, that's me being logical, right? No one's actually gonna try and kill me, but I'm worried that they will, even though, like, in reality, their bad intentions are much smaller than murder. I'm worried about the murder anyway. So, one of the, like, this chocolate bar that I found on the floor, 99.9999% chance someone dropped it by accident. Right? That's what happened here. It's not being tampered, not being visibly tampered with in any way. Someone bought a chocolate bar for $1 because they felt guilted, and they dropped it on the ground. Everyone's brain, though, again, this is like widespread. Because, someone has this thought, and then they share it, and then, like, it's... paranoia can, like, feed on paranoia. If you have too many paranoid people around you in your life, you will get more paranoid. This is why, if you... The stereotype is, like, right-wing conspiracy theorists, but, like, you find conspiracy theorists all over the political spectrum that make these private Facebook and WhatsApp groups where they can share their wacky conspiracy theories with other people who vaguely, feel those thoughts. Okay, orange box gang votes orange. Okay, orange it is. We can do a little orange box. I don't need that much glass. I could use like regular glass at the bottom. We'll take a ton of glass just in case. I have so much glass. Well, I have so many like unrelated things in here too. Like, what is happening here? This is a mess. I'll deal with this mess later. I say before not dealing with the mess anytime too soon. But yeah, so I think that everyone, like, feeds into this story of, like, oh, the reason the candy's on the street is because it's dirty. It's in a wrapper. The outside of the wrapper could get dirty. I'll lick it right now if you really want me to, but most people should be scared of the wrapper. It's been on the street. The street is the dirty place where your feet go. I heard from the reason in Mexico, people sanitize their feet because they're scared about COVID, like, falling to the ground. You know, maybe there's some logic there. But my point is the ground is dirty. But the moment I take it out of wait. But the moment I'm gonna open it right now. The moment I take it out of, oh, it's actually badly melted. Oh, it's dark chocolate too. Ugh. But the moment I take it, you see that? Now it's not touching the outside of the wrapper. Now this is just chocolate. This is chocolate that potentially, if someone wanted to, they could have injected it with poison or ricin or, you know, they could have done something bad with it. This could be food poisoning grade chocolate. But it's just chocolate. It'd be funny if I did find the one case where someone has poisoned chocolate and just put it on the ground, right? But it's just chocolate. If they wanted to poison me or poison a stranger, there's so many better ways than that. Honestly, I hate dark chocolate. That's not bad chocolate. That's not terrible. See, right? A lot of people genuinely are like, yeah, ooh, that chocolate's been on the ground. The chocolate hasn't been on the ground. The chocolate has been in a wrapper, and the wrapper has been on the ground. But people can't, like, there's this, like, strong hygiene inside of us, which we need to have as a species. If we don't clean stuff, we get germs on us, and we kill people. As you can tell from insert pandemic current year here. Like, eventually, obviously that's gonna happen. But, like, we have it, like, we have the settings dialed slightly wrong. And that's one of those cases, right? Like, who is going to poison chocolate for a stranger they're never going to see? Like, most acts of violence are committed. You know, there's this fun fact that they always name in TV shows that, like, most murders, or is it sexual abuse? It's one of the two. But it's committed by people who know the perpetrator. And the reason that that's true. So let's make like a stack of these. Let's make 2 stacks. A stack and a bit. Yeah, we'll take the stack and a bit, and then if we need more, we can always make more. Or we can just make more now. Yeah, I'm gonna need at least like... Yeah, I'm gonna need more than this. We're gonna... Actually, I'll just put it in a chest nearby the area. We'll make a chest right now using some of these planks that I have for some inexplicable reason. And then we can work from there. And also we'll take a ton of buckets with us. So we're ready to lava them up. So now we go to the other side of the world. I'll walk there actually. Let's take a nice little walk. Floor gang chocolate. My only point here, internet, is that we have our settings dialed incorrectly. Because you you might be saying, well, even if it's a 0.0001% chance that someone poisons a chocolate, that's why you can't eat a chocolate bar on the street. You don't know what someone's done to it. And I hate to break you here, but if a bar of chocolate's in a store, we just assume that it's gone straight from factory to us without anyone touching it, right? But that's also an assumption. That's just as... In fact, here's the thing, right? That chocolate bar on the street, it was on a really busy street. I could tell you the avenues if you really want to find some drop chocolate. Downtown Manhattan, such a great place to find free food. I found a free $1 bill, so I got a free I got a slice of pizza for free. If you want free food, downtown Manhattan is the place to be. My point besides that is that the people manufacturing the chocolate, there's so many chocolate bars there. What's to stop someone taking one out, putting some poison in, putting it back in? If you want to kill someone that you don't know, as if you work in a chocolate manufacturing plant, no one's ever going to trace it back to the chocolate. You can increase the death rate of America very slightly by just working at Nestle or Mondelez or who makes this? Oh, it's made by some like weird independent brand. That sucks. You suck, brand. You suck. Anyway, oh wait, it's got a logo here. Made in the USA. Ah, that explains why it sucks. And see, I'm making a joke. Don't kill me, internet. It doesn't say anything. Anyway, you work at a large food. You know, if it's you work there, you mess with it. Then it goes to shipping, right? There's a man who has a container, and that container's filled with goods. You poison one of those goods, no one's gonna know. Then it gets to the store, and the store, the store, it sits there all day. Most stores don't have CCTV, not all stores. In fact, even if they do have CCTV, you know how much shoplifting goes undetected? The vast majority. There are cameras where if they wanted to, they could catch all the shoplifting. If they're not catching shoplifting, why are they catching a guy going in there, quickly injecting some chocolate and leaving, you know? Quickly, even better than it, you know, even if you wanted to not stop that, if I go into a store with this chocolate, get this right. So I have some floor chocolate. Imagine I didn't open it. I could go into a store, put this chocolate down, pick up another bar. It's not stealing, it's probably questionable. Like, if a security guard saw you, they might they might assume that you'd poison the chocolate. But no one's actually going to see that, right? And so any chocolate bar you bought in a store could be a floor chocolate bar, or worse, poisoned. Or it could be neither, and most likely it isn't. In fact, honestly, it's funny because we all have this like food phobia. I heard that chocolate chip companies like Cheetos are legally there for some bug parts in each batch. I mean, yeah, it's like it's a guaranteed thing that's going to happen, right? We don't like to hear it because we don't want to, but it's like we have this like such a strong like health phobia. But then when it comes to the real things that do have risks, we just ignore it. Like eating takeaway, at least in the UK, I'm sure. Like, there are food standards that takeaway places have to conform to, but most places don't. Like, as in, like, they'll meet the legal minimum, and they won't go above it. And that's if you have a legal minimum where you live. Okay, so where should I put this chair? I'm thinking right here. I'm thinking this would be a good place to have a little lava drippy area. Like, it'd be fun to have the contrast of my ice farm next to a lava farm, right? So we'll dig out this area, or we'll, like... Yeah, we'll like level it over to here. I want it to be like on par. So we'll take some orange stained glass, and we'll try and make it roughly the same size. Yeah, I think the same size would be beautifully symmetric. So I'm gonna have to then smallen this down by a little bit, probably. Smallen this? Yeah, that's definitely the word. In fact, why did I even build this the way that I did? It looks like a weird ruin or something. Whatever. I'm not gonna think about it too hard. So how close can I have lava to this? Oh, it doesn't matter because there's torches here anyway. So I can now shovel this out. And so under this layer, we'll go orange glass. On top of the orange glass goes some lava. Then underneath the orange glass will come, a dripstone block. Then under that, a cauldron. And then potentially under that, a dispenser hopper situation. Nothing is inherently safe or sterile. It's okay to not worry too much. You're probably fine. Yeah, exactly, right? You can eat the... I think... I understand why you don't want to eat the floor chocolate. Sometimes, sure. It's a big risk for a very small gain. But also, if you're willing to take a very small risk for a very big gain... Wait. We don't all eat at Best Kebab, mate. Okay. Let's level right there. We do all eat at Best Kebab. We claim not to eat at Best Kebab. This chocolate's actually pretty good. Chocolate is surprisingly good. Actually, it tastes a little bit like generic chocolate. This is what annoys me about chocolate brands. Is like, chocolate by itself is just not an interesting concept. It's been overplayed, overdone. We're living in the year 20... Wait, if I have glass underneath the lava, it won't work, will it? No, I'm being really dumb right now. I'm being really dumb. We need to have the dripstone. Wait, no. Wait, we do need to have glass underneath the thing, right? So lava, glass, dripstone, cauldron. Did I get that? I think I got that. Yeah, this... I was floored by the chocolate, but now I realize the flaws of the chocolate, and the chocolate is so flawed that I won't eat it, even though it was previously... in fact, I'm going to drop this on the floor. I've got chocolate on my laptop and it's melted. It runs so hot for these streams. The only reason I can stream as long as I've done for today is because I'm not burning my hands anymore. Oh, I haven't been streaming for 2 hours yet. Never mind. I love ibxtoycat. He's the best TikToker ever. I am the best TikToker ever. No, one of the things I really want to do is make short form videos like YouTube Shorts or, heaven forbid, TikTok stories or whatever. I might just be doing that soon. Like, I want to do it, but I haven't done it, so who's to say if I ever will? So, you know, like, everyone wants to do things, right? Like, I try to avoid being that person. I never announce my plans ahead of time, because people who, like, when you tell people about your plans, you get, like, some of the joy of doing them already. And it's like, that's good enough. now you know that I want to do it. That's just as impressive as doing it. And it's like, well, it's kind of not how that works, is it? It's kind of not valid. Cheap chocolate is disgusting. How people eat it is beyond me. I think, I don't know. There's only like 1 or 2 brands of chocolate I can eat at all. Otherwise, they just get very terrible very fast. Man, yeah, this chocolate, not good. Would not recommend. That was 100 calories wasted. So out of 10, would you rate that ground chocolate? I don't know. Maybe I just loved it because I haven't eaten chocolate in so long. No, I had chocolate this morning. You know, that's a very healthy breakfast. Don't tell me otherwise. I bought this like healthy smoothie bowl breakfast, and then I also bought some chocolate. So I was like, well, the smoothie bowl cancels out the chocolate. In reality, the smoothie bowl was filled with like sugar, and then so was the chocolate. But I don't want to hear that, okay? I just want to hear things that back up my existing viewpoint and allow me to continue to believe it. So we're going to see how many blocks this is. Do you see that, by the way? Do I have Frostwalker boots on? I don't. Was that just a visual bug? I'm gonna do that again. That was so weird. Do you see that? Am I going crazy? Okay, you know, it's fine. So, it's 2 blocks, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we got 17 blocks. And now we have to do the same over here. Yeah, so this is 5, 6, that's wrong. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So then we just do this in a little grid. And boom, there we go. Now we're ready for 1.17, vaguely, sort of questionably. Again, we got a few problems with that plan, but we done some good preparing today. See, kids being healthy is easy. No, that's the problem with pretty much every health trend. It's the correct advice for everything is always so boring, and boring advice doesn't cut through to people. So instead of, oh yeah, try to eat in moderation and like balance out the bad with the good, instead it is, don't eat any carbs ever. 0 carb diet and you'll be fine. Instead of, oh yeah, did you know if you eat fewer meals, your stomach expands to a smaller, it's, you can only eat for 8 hours a day, and no matter what you eat in the gap, it's fine, you can't get fat. Like, I think that's intermittent fasting, right? Like people, and then there's always such complex science that is suspiciously created around every single diet. It's like, oh, well, you see, you enter ketosis mode, and ketosis is very real, but it's exaggerated, right? You hear the science, and you, instead of absorbing the actual science, you absorb like, oh, so what you're saying is this diet is literally magic. I don't know. I feel like it's true for too many things in life. We prefer the magic, oh yeah, everything is gonna work if you just do this one simple trick. Solution to actual solutions every single time. So I'm now gonna fly in the dark. It's very terrifying. Over to my village and go to sleep over there. So Cat, what's the stream about? I'm preparing for the 1.17 update by building a little lava thing. Honestly, now the 1.17's within touching distance, I'm cautiously optimistic. Maybe I'll regret this when it comes out, and I'll be like, oh, there goes the optimism. But I'm cautiously optimistic for 1.17 right now. I think it's not as big or good as it could have been. But if we kind of just compare it against nothing, it's like, well, it's better than nothing by a long shot. And that's that's a standard everyone can do favorably by. Chat, what would you enjoy more? Sitting in a room by yourself doing nothing, alone with your own thoughts? Or would you enjoy more watching this ibxtoycat stream that you somehow find yourself at? Which would you enjoy more? Just, you know, you can tell me either. Just, do you enjoy the one or do you enjoy the other? You can be honest with me here, chat. You can tell me anything you want. You should use the entrance part of your cave house as the lava farm. Oh, that's a cool idea, yeah. Like, you fit it down there, like a little ravine area. I kind of like the idea of filling it with ice, though. I mean, I do want to make my mountain a bit more fun. Watching the stream, says Ruzem. Wow, that's crazy that compared to doing literally nothing, you enjoy watching me more. I am so complimented. I don't even know what to say. I literally have no words that I can use to describe how complimented I feel right now. So while we're here anyway, I do need to replace some of this stone, dirt, grass thing. with grass, dirt, stone thing. So we're gonna mine out all of these blocks, and replace them with these blocks, just like that. And then the world gets a little bit nicer. Easy stuff. And then we also have to do the same in the middle and the same on the outside. You know, let's just do that right now. Let's just make a little bit of a difference. It's gonna be good. Prison versus heaven. I choose heaven every time. Yeah, right. I think like messing around with the choices that you have available can be. I don't know. It's like we can use. Oh no. Wait, how did you get in here? First of all. Second. Oh no. That sucks so bad. That is the first time that bug has ever like. Look what a mess he made too. So much mess. All of that grass placing I just did has been immediately undone by that creeper, and that genuinely annoys me. Like, come on, dude. Did you have to? Did you absolutely need to do that? Minecraft, but the Minecraft is Minecraft. I'm glad you enjoy my stream titles, Cancer's Attitude. I will have to do the Minecraft, but the Minecraft is Minecraft stream soon. Don't you worry. It's happening. It's happening in the future. The near future, somebody would say. Okay, so we're just gonna ignore this. We're gonna pick it all up, and then we're gonna start placing all this down. And then we're gonna grab the hoe. Oh god, my inventory is always such a cluttered mess. It's never not a cluttered mess. That's the beautiful thing about that. You know what? You can say what you want about your inventories, but are they terrible? No, they're not. But do you wanna, while we're doing show and tell, because that's my favorite part of these live streams. It's not actually my favorite part, but you can just exaggerate on the internet and say anything you want. And so I went to I got a shot glass this week. It's from, as you can see, Cape May, established 1848. I love how American towns are always like bragging about how old they are. Meanwhile, like, wait, 1 second, I'm gonna check my webcam. Like it's bragging about how old it is, established in 1848 right there. Can you see that? There we go. It's bragging about how old it is. And it's like, yeah, we've been around 150 years. We're so old as a town. And it's like, come on, guys. You can't, classic Cape May. You can't argue that's actually an old town. Like, oh, you've been around for like a lifetime and a half. Wow, that's crazy. A whole lifetime, like a whole human being's span. Crazy stuff, right? I don't know, it's funny to me. Anyway, so the other funny thing is this shot glass right here. I've never seen this before, but it's like, so I buy shot glasses wherever I go. It's like a fun little thing I do. This is a squidgy shot glass. And so if I do decide to do drinking melon juice, but in real life, you know, drinking health potions, but in real life, using melon juice, just know I will be drinking it from a squidgy shot glass. I've got several shulker boxes filled with ore waiting for 1.17, says MNT Green Adventures. See, that's smart. Also, hey, thank you, Imaginative Gamer.
Smiley face.
Thank you so much.
My inventory is very unorganized.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Sometimes it feels like I am. I'm glad it's actually... Oh, I have so much stone and stuff I didn't realize I had. So many people in chat are like, Toycat, how do you live with such a messy inventory? And the answer is I barely do. It's a whole thing. I'm glad I'm not alone. Thank you very much, Imaginative Gamer. Are you really that imaginative, though? Also, that witch is, like, properly following me around. Or it should be. I don't know why it's not. Is this dirt? No, that's granite. Oh, God, no. Okay. Guess we're jumping in the hole, and we're killing the witch now. Great. That witch almost legit killed me, right? That was a close call. That was an almost bad situation. So yeah, now we're gonna finish hoeing the ground around her, because there's a lot of like blocks that probably deserve to be hoed, and then we're also gonna throw the bones on the ground and make a ton of melon seeds. Nice, and then we can fill in all the gaps. The capital of Ireland was founded much longer than that American town. I think it really is like an old world, new world perspective thing. Like, places have existed forever, and they go for it. It's the interesting thing about human concepts, right? When you die, some of the things, like, if you make a new handshake with your friend, you know, like one of those quirky little handshakes, and then you die, that handshake still exists. And then maybe your friend shares it with someone who shares it with someone, and it becomes like, you know, like, there's so many dumb things like that. Like, you know, every school has that one rumor that, I don't even know who Marilyn Manson is, but that he did something with his ribs, right? You've heard it. It's not true. It doesn't even make much sense, truthfully. But like everyone, like it's just a piece of knowledge that captures the attention of the youths, as you can tell if you're a youth who has heard that piece of knowledge. And oh, I forgot about the ceiling. We need to fix that. Okay, I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna mine all the stone now, and I'm gonna come back here later. Right now, in fact. You know, we're gonna finish mining into the cliff, and then we can fix this just mess all the way up, I hope. Oh, I can't even get out correctly. I have to like, oh damn. Okay, well, guess I'm staying in here forever. I guess that is the only way that this can be. Okay, let's try one more time. I can do it. Yeah, look at that. Good jump. I heard that in school in 2001. Right, see, it's a piece of knowledge that just exists in the world. Someone started that. That person probably doesn't even know how widespread it is. That's the fascinating thing about that to me. Is someone created a rumor that was so widespread, and then they went on to do other things. And so the same thing is like with towns. There's so many towns where you hear about the name, and it's like, oh yeah, so there's this place in New Jersey called Egg Harbor. Like, there's also a place in New Jersey called Berlin. Like, they're very lazy with their naming things here, because the person was just like, oh yeah, I guess I need to name this place something. I'll call it Berlin, because that's a city I've heard of. And then the city becomes kind of big, actually. And then they look really silly because they were pretty unimaginative with their name. What's a rumor that spread about you in school, says Grassy Productions. I don't know any of the rumors spread about me in school, so I guess there can't have been any. Or, no one confided in me enough to tell them. What is a rumor that... I bet there is a rumor about me that I learned about in school and was like, that's fine. Oh no, I had a friend. This was, okay, this is genuinely like... I don't know, this makes me like cringe to the depths of my soul. So I'm gonna tell you this story, and like I'm gonna then have to like wash my brain out with salt or something. I had a friend, he was a weird friend in quite a few ways. I'll love you. If I've ever told nope, can't tell that story publicly. He was a weird friend. And one of the weirder things he did was he tried to spread a rumor that me, him, and one other person, like he tried to create himself a, like, okay, you know the idea of social cliques, right? Oh yeah, there's like the nerds are this and the jocks are this. I mean, they're all like stereotypes from the 60s and 70s. Like, let's be honest, in 2021, being a nerd is actually a cool thing, which is kind of like counter to the whole premise of the idea. But that's fine. I don't mind that. But so one of the weird parts about that is like I had a friend. Like, the friend would like spread rumors about him. So he really wanted to be a grebo. I genuinely can't tell you what that is to this day. I'm assuming it's like emo without the cutting connotations. Maybe. And so he would spread rumors about himself. And admittedly, he'd be like, about us too. It'd be like, oh yeah. And then randomly, this is the worst bit. It's not even like a thing anyone understood. But I'd have people like approach me being like, oh yeah, I heard that you're this. Is that true? And I'd be like, I don't know how to respond to that question. Like, I don't know that I get to decide that one, but if I am deciding, I guess not, you know? Like, I just found that to be so bizarre. Like, you know, what do you mean? You're spreading rumors about, like, you're trying to be like, oh yeah, so keep it on the down. And because it's interesting, because like by telling people to not tell people about it, you encourage them to do it more, you know? That's why, like, if you want people to not say something, you just gotta be like, oh yeah, tell everyone you know. Please tell people about this thing. It'll make me seem really good. And then people are like, yeah, not gonna do that. Can't make me do that. But if you say, yeah, don't tell anyone, but X is Y. You know, children are dumb. I was a children once, and I was dumb, and I have spent my whole life trying not to be one. That's how dumb children be, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm gonna keep mining out this to get the dirt and the grass. Yep, that makes sense. I should place some lava down here somewhere soon, so I can keep the area lit up at night. Yeah, I'll grab some lava, and then I'll take the dirt. Oh god, gotta remember this. Honestly, should I just get rid of it? Yeah, I mean I have all the water I need over here. This is kind of unnecessary. So let's fill it in, and then let's get rid of it. And now it's gone. Sometimes you just have attachments to things that just don't need to be there. My whole Let's Play world, I sometimes feel like that. Like, if something exists, it must exist with good reason. Sometimes dumb things are just there. I was a children once and I was dumb. It's true. So, Cat, do you have fire spread on? Controversial opinion, but if you don't have fire spread on, are you really playing survival Minecraft? No, I honestly, the only reason fire spread and TNT should be game rules is if you're playing multiplayer. If you're playing by yourself, why wouldn't you have fire? Oh, fire spread. I see the question now. I have wood there. Wait, chat, can the wood burn if it's directly touching water? Also, United States of America says you were once the youngest person in the world. That's interesting to think about, because it is true. I guess at one point, I was in fact the youngest person in the world. What happened to me? What went so horribly wrong, you know? I guess someone else was born, like 0.8 seconds later. Is there a person born every second, or is it slightly less than every second? Let's find out. Hey Google, how many people are born a day? 385,000 babies a day. Hey Google, how many seconds are there in a day? 86. There's a baby born every 0. There's 5 babies born every second. Baby, 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 baby. That's the human race right now. That's nuts. You know there's a lot of children being born? Because, like, we've got billions of us. Man, that's... When you hear a stat like that, and you'll hear about someone who's like, oh, there's this bad thing that happened to this one person, and it's the worst thing in the world. And it's like, baby, 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 you know, like, all of those experiences that, like, you ignore to focus on that one thing. And it's like, oh, man. Do be crazy, huh? Do be crazy. Like, it's a reminder that I guess, like, no matter... If your problem isn't focusing on 5 human beings a second, then it's by definition not working on the world. Man, that is nuts. I want to know how many people pass away every second. It'd be you'd expect, because of the population replacement rate, for it to be slightly below 5 a second. Die, 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 die. Every time I snap my fingers, I can't snap my fingers. Every time I clap my hands, someone dies. I should stop clapping my hands if that's what's happening, huh? Yeah, that was the most aggressive cover of Baby by Justin Bieber. Baby, 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 baby. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm sorry. But that was a good joke. I like it. 10 out of 10. Would enjoy listening to it again. So we need to grab a ton more off. Okay, I need the hoe out. I just don't want the dirt out anymore. I need the dirt as well. We'll put this away, and I'll make a ton of melon seeds. And I'm going to put this all back together. Honestly, this could be a good opportunity to raise the ceiling. I'm not going to do it, though. I should take the opportunity, and I won't take the opportunity. Are you proud of me, Internet? You shouldn't be proud of me. This is objectively a bad thing I'm doing. Okay, so, also there's a ton of zombies over there. Do you see those? Did they despawn? Oh, no, they're following the villagers. But it's funny, they don't see the villagers, they just know they're there. Very fun. Also, there's big holes in the ground I should definitely be patching in right about now. Yep, nothing will go wrong with just leaving a hole in the ground like this. I see 0 flaws that can happen with that. Okay, there we go. Nice. Oh, I need to actually leave this unfilled, or I can't get out. Also, thank you, Toycat saying baby 5,000 seconds for a 24-hour stream. See, I mean, even doing it for like 10, even just saying baby for 10 seconds is exhausting. Some real person has to deal with each of those babies. And believe me, babies, they don't be fun. Isn't that, like, absolute nuts? Isn't that, like, genuine insanity? If you don't think that's genuine insanity, I think you're a genuine insanity. Because that's too much, man. Like, how can anyone, let alone, you know, and then, like, as a species, we deal with that. In addition to all the other big things we're dealing with, you know? We got lots of stuff going on here. I don't know. It's crazy to remember the scale of humanity sometimes, I guess, is what I'm saying. It's easy to forget the scale. And then when you remember again, you're like, ah, yeah. Turns out we're pretty insane. So for some reason, there's some potatoes over here. Don't know that they should be there. I don't know if these are even meant to be melons, or if they were pumpkins before. In either case, we'll just place down them like they're melons. And we'll assume that that is the correct thing to do. And if it's not, then we'll find out when it's too late. Look at that one melon just kind of floating. I like that. That melon is vibing in a way that we all secretly wish we could. Oh, we have enough to replace it. We're fine. I was worried we'd have to argue the melon was deliberate. The good news is the melon isn't deliberate. And now we know. And then we fill in all of this up to there. And boom, we're ready again. Nice. Okay, so never seen this melon/pumpkin farm before, says Romkey Van de Weer. That's the beautiful thing about this Let's Play world. There's so many weird parts of it you might not have seen before that you can check out, either download it or watch the streams or whatever else, and you'll get to see it. Okay, so now we've done that. We fixed it up. We've got some potatoes. What do I do with the potatoes? I guess we could harvest potatoes and sell them to a villager. How many would you need? Like 16? Yeah, 16 seems about right. So we'll just... Yeah, 16 potatoes. We'll find a villager that wants to buy my goods from me. Would you like to buy some wares? You would, wouldn't you? I will sell them to you. Would you like to buy potatoes? You would not like to buy potatoes. This is very sad, and I am not okay anymore. Would you like to buy potatoes? You would not like to buy potatoes. This is sad, and I will not be letting you out for your daily walk. We will now go to the next potato potential. 26 potatoes for 1 emerald. Wow. I can see why he's locked away in this cage. So maybe one of these guys. Is 16 unrealistic? Is it just... Am I like one of those old people that thinks it costs like 5p to buy a gallon of milk? It's like, have prices changed a little bit since when I last looked? I guess I won't sell potatoes to anyone then. I guess I'll just put the potatoes back in the chest. I will sell some pumpkins though. No, I'll just put those pumpkins away too. Deal with this all later. Okay, now we go back to the place. Or we could sell some melons first. No, we'll go back to the house, and we'll finish this farm so we can say we did a thing today. We'll not even finish it. Like we'll get more work on it done. Potatoes are hosted, to be honest. Yeah, potatoes seem to be the worst of the 4 main villager trades, or farmer villager trades. I guess there's a lot more than 4 villager trades, if you try to describe it that way. You know, something interesting about prices, right? Because one of the favorite questions that people use to embarrass politicians is like, how much is the price of bread? How much is the bread? Isn't it so weird that you have to know the price of things? Well, you don't even have to, but like, isn't it weird that the majority of people instinctively know the price of bread? Like, bread is a common thing that you buy. But like, no matter how much bread costs, you would probably buy it. At least within reason, right? Anywhere between £1 and £0, or anywhere between $3 to $. Oh, sorry, I was speaking to American, I wasn't making sense. So when you go to the grocery store and the bread is anything less than $1, I just choose to buy it regardless. I don't look at the finer details. But like, you actually do. Like, everyone knows the price of bread, despite the fact that it's mostly irrelevant to the amount of bread that you will buy, right? Like, you know the price of so many things intuitively. I could tell you a good price for a laptop, depending on what you wanted to do with it. Like, you know, that's despite the fact that technology... I could tell you the price of a cake. I can tell... Depending where I get it from, it's either £1.45 or £1.10. Whoa, you spend too much on bread, Ice Maiden. I buy the 55p a loaf stuff. Honestly, if I'm feeling fancy, I spend £1.45 on a loaf, and I always enjoy it more. But I'm like, I'm not good enough for that bread all the time. You know, can't be doing that. The best bread comes from Greg's. Like, they do bread. I didn't even know they do bread, but like, every time you get fresh bread, it's like, oh, the stuff you buy in the store just sucks, and we keep buying it anyway because we're idiots. It's genuine insanity when you realize the bread differentials, and that you're still buying the bad bread anyway. Do British people think American is just the Southern accent? I'm from Southern California. I'm talking... I can't do it. I'm trying to do my New York accent too. Hey, buddy. Things you got to understand about New York is that we have a culture that is built on doing fake American accents. It's just they're not very good fake American accents yet. I'm very sorry, buddy. I'm saying buddy a lot, and I'm saying New York, and that's about it. Line's back there, buddy. Anyway, will you actually be getting rid of your pickaxe collection? No. I wanna never write it all for fun. I won't be getting rid of it. That's for sure. Okay, so now we've gotten rid of all of our stuff. We'll go grab some orange dye. Oh, we got snowballs. I'll just put them in the snowball chest. I've got a snowball chest, you see. It's a very smart thing to have. How dare you do a Southern California accent like the Southeast? I'm from Southern California. I hail from the great city of San Diego, and I don't have... No, the Valley Girl accent is like... Well, you see, like, Valley Girls, they elevate their speech, and, like, every word gets elongated, because it's kind of beautiful when you do that. But the problem is that I keep going back to Southern America, because I like to farm my horses on the ranch. I wonder if he can do a Swedish accent. I am from the great land of Sweden. I eat one lingonberry in the morning. This is slightly German now, but it's fine. I cannot do many accents, but I can already do like Australian just about fine. So I was in the store yesterday, and I don't know what this accent is. I think I'm stuck on Swedish. I guess I moved to Sweden permanently. I'm an Australian, but I moved there long enough for my accent to turn a little Indian, apparently. Oh god, what is going on here? I'm sorry. Okay, let's do Australian. So I had a breakfast pretzel from the store the other day. This is a little bit Dutch now. We have the vowels a little differently over here, and now it's going a little bit back to this technical accent. It's very smooth and efficient sometimes, but very very hard to get your hands on other times. I don't know what accent this is. It's scaring me. Yeah, I need to. I can just do like words in most accents. I think it's like South of America is the only accent that I can just do any words in and make sense. Which is terrible. I'm gonna learn accents for you, internet, because I enjoy accents, and I'm sorry for the torture I am otherwise putting you through while I do those accents. Okay, so now we're gonna grab a couple of lava blocks and some orange. So we'll just take 2 buckets for now, and then we'll grab some orange dye. We'll take all of the orange dye we have. Do we need all of it? We can do like most of it, right? Put that back there. There we go. So let's go all the way back to the other side. Do an e-girl accent, please. I don't know what an e-girl would sound like, but if they were from the South, I guess they'd sound like this. Oh, gee whiz, I can't believe you tipped me, sir. Sir, Pleasance unsub already. Barry Lucer 33, you're making me mighty shy, because you've got the kindest voice in the sky, in the country. What is a good price for a laptop to watch a ToyCat stream on YouTube? So if you just wanted to watch a laptop, just watch a live stream, Diluted Dante, you could literally use any device, like a Chromebook that costs £100 would do you just fine. Because watching YouTube requires basically no graphics these days. It's like, you know, putting out graphics is like such a low-end task that literally any computer that exists will be able to watch YouTube videos just fine. If it's not like a Raspberry Pi or something. And even then, probably a Raspberry Pi could do it. So you can spend any amount of money and watch a ToyCat live stream. And for the stereotypes of Swedish people, I eat one lingonberry a day was a new one, says Kuyam. You're welcome. I do my best. Try a Russian who's lived in Southern California for 5 years. You see, I moved to Southern California. I come here for a big mountain. They have Yosemite. It's very big. I appreciate it many much. It have big. I learned this Southern California accent. Wow, it's totally amazing to live here in San Diego which is very close to Yosemite. I am not very good at geography. I mostly catch aeroplane to get from point to point in Southern California. I have yet to visit other state. California, #1. There you go. That's Toycat's Russian who's lived in Southern California for long enough to pick up the accent. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so now we're gonna make some orange stained glass, and we can finish up these little gaps right here. Isn't this beautiful? I'll answer for you, Internet. Yes, it is beautiful. Thank you for doing that. So I had an idea. Let me know what you think, Internet. I want to do speed runs, but for dumb things. So, oh, actually, we need to check if I'm gonna check right now if the wood can burn even when it's touching water. Because if it can, I need to. Oh no! Okay, so it can burn, but will it burn is the bigger. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this real quick. There's a high potential for this causing me many problems. Okay, so if I just put glass there and there. Okay, so as long as it... Okay, as long as this wall doesn't exist, because the fire can spread from there. Okay, so we'll just put some orange in there. Okay, so what do you reckon, chat? Is this gonna burn? And also, should I speed... I want to do dumb speed runs. And so one of the ones that comes to mind when I think of dumb speed runs is... Because I liked the all-music to speed run. It was a lot of fun. I want to speed run all of the farming implements that exist in Minecraft. Like, all the farming ingredients, I should say. So I want to get, like, every farm started as fast as I can. And I don't know why that, like, idea... Also, look at this, by the way. The glass is, like... Am I crazy, or is the glass weird to walk on? Do you see this? It's like... Am I crazy? Okay, I'm crazy. That's fine. It wouldn't burn, surprisingly. OMG used dirt. I was expecting there to be some burning by now, but apparently it's fine. All the wood speedrun. Oh, that is something unrelated that I'm doing, probably soon. Yeah, I want to do dumb speedruns again. Yeah, this is so interesting. The way the dirt blocks can catch fire through the glass, but because there's a torch there, this can't catch fire, and because there's glass here, this can't catch fire. That is so beyond fascinating to me. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna hop up to the top of this. We need to probably put like a ladder back here or something. Again, we'll work out the finer details later. But now it's all good. Speedrun beating the Wither. No, the problem with the Wither run, I love the idea of speedrunning beating the Wither, but it's all based on RNG in finding Wither skeletons and then killing Wither skeletons. Like, there's no part of it that's, to me, my definition of fun. We'll just break this one, put it there for now. And then along the back here, we'll put, like, our little staircase. So it can staircase us up from there to the top of this thing. And then there's a chest, which is still on the old thing, but it's fine. Oh, God. There's a lot of missing blocks here. And there we go. This is now my little lava farm. And it's got some imperfections. I still don't know. I want to make the corners out of something fun. Maybe like basalt. I might use a new block like moss or something like that. Moss would be dumb, right? Yeah, it'd have to be something fitting for lava. I guess I could make it out of copper. Yeah, copper would be good. I think I'd like to make the corners of this from copper. And then we can use the bottom, obviously. Place our dripstone and our cauldrons. A lot of cauldrons we got to be placing. But that brings us into the second part preparing for this update, which of course is coming very soon. So yeah, the second thing I want to do to prep this update is get a ton of iron ore, but as the block, you get me? Like, I want to have iron ore collected so that I can then mine it with a fortune pickaxe post-update. I guess we need to make sure there's at least 2 blocks of clearance all the way under here. Make sure I don't mine this wall or bad things happen, obviously. So 2 blocks of clearance means I can place the dripstone and the cauldron. And then, yeah, we'll have like little walkways for myself or something. Ooh. Or we could just pick it up from underneath. We could have like, walk underneath the cauldrons. We'll work that out later. What we need to know for now is that this will be mined out. And there we go. We now are ready for a big lava cauldron. Oh, that was a glass block here. That was silly for me not to realize. So now we can place all of this in there. Glass, orange dye. Dirt? No, we'll place the dirt. Oh, orange dye, orange glass goes over here too. And there we go. Honestly, this seems like it should be causing me issues, right? Chat, if you guessed that this would burn anyway, I'm kind of on your side. This looks like it's eternally one step away from burning, but it's not apparently. And that's fun. That's real fun. Look at that, the cow is just tempting fate. See, here's the thing. If you can collect the lava drips, why is this cow, if the lava drips are enough to collect, why is the cow not being burned to death by these orange particles that should be falling on his head? I'm just saying, it makes no sense. But, I already have 2 shulkers for iron ore for 1.17. I'll show you my supplies that I have right now, because I'm going to be doing a lot of mining iron soon, if you want to see some iron mining. Okay, so right now what I have is I have this amount of gold. I've only got that amount of iron. I hope I've got more somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I need to get myself a ton more iron if I've got this amount. So we're going to be mining specifically for iron, and probably other ores too, I guess. But extra specifically for iron anyway. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, if you want to join me, I'll be streaming tomorrow most likely, and on Thursday. Tomorrow is probably going to be some... I've got 2 things. Again, let's just say, come watch me for tomorrow for a live stream. It's going to be the same thing that you expect, in the sense that it's going to be nothing like what you expect, but still somehow just within the bounds of normal and expected. And it's like you just about understand the link to all the other streams, but also you're still very confused. That's the feeling. That's the feeling I love to reach if I can. And yeah, it'll be streaming here tomorrow, same time, same place. Tomorrow's Thursday, lol. Is it? Okay, time zones, right? Now that I'm in the United States, if you live in New Zealand still, you're probably like super close the other way around the world to the time zone that I'm in right now. That must be interesting. That must be interesting. Yeah, I remember oh god, the ice melted. You know, if you want to break the ice, you just got to put lava next to it. You know, that is a good icebreaker. Like, pro tip: you're having a conversation, and you wanna get things going fresh. Pro tip: just all you gotta do is place lava next to someone. That'll get them opening up real soon, real quickly, real fastly. So we'll put all of that in there, and then we'll take the lava bucket, put it as close to the edge as makes sense. So like there. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Place it over there. Hope that it doesn't burn me. Will it burn me, chat? Oh no, it's gonna burn me. It's gonna burn me. It doesn't burn me. Oh, that means we can actually move it 1 block that way, because I got the numbers wrong. There we go. Oh, is it going to fall off the edge? Is it going to fall off the edge? Is it going to fall off the edge? It's not going to. What's this all about? Why is it not picking up this block? Well, I hope you'll enjoy this episode of Toycat Live Streams Adventures. Actually, oh, by the way, I missed your tip, NSCast, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the support on the live stream. Thank you for showing up here, chatting, watching, liking, and if you want to see more of these, subscribing. Yeah. I appreciate you coming along, because I'll see you all tomorrow. Unless it's not a Wednesday tomorrow. Who knows what days are anymore? I'll see you when I see you in 24 hours. 22 hours now. Wait, set a timer on your phone for 21 hours and 30 minutes. Wait, I'm going to do it right now. Hey Google, set a timer for 21 hours and 31 minutes from now.
Starting now.
There you go. Do that. Real quick, I don't know how this happened, but the wood over here did manage to burn. Again, I'm not sure how. It doesn't make any sense that this happened, but it has happened now in 2 places. So, like, where did the fire start? I guess it started on this block, or on that block. So when the lava's actually there, it shouldn't cause issues anymore. But for now, it is causing very big issues. All the way down my mountain. So, just wanted to update you. There is, in fact, a very big problem here. I'll replace it with ice. That will definitely not cause even more issues.